Wait, I gotta check if it's really Glacies.
Hey, welcome, everybody, to a special one shot called Rally to Rescue. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things do help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting this community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our fun campaigns, we do have open slots available for a Friday early game that hasn't even begun yet. We haven't even started a story yet, but I'm super excited to see what the players come together and want us to do all as their decision. In addition to that, if you're interested in participating in a different game that's currently running and active, we have a Saturday early campaign that we have one more available slot in. All you have to do is reach out and let me know. Or you can go through our Patreon, sign up there, get in on the one-on-one with me, and we'll get you situated. Make sure you sign up at one of the lower tiers. I had somebody get a little upset when they wanted to join this particular game and we didn't have open slots available, and they joined at the higher tier. I just want to give that precaution out there. Please read everything, guys, before you pay for anything. I highly recommend you do that. But I believe that's going to be all of my shameless self-promoting. So, guys, where last you all stood on top of a large, burning, and destroyed castle, the tyrant god Leo, completely destroyed and annihilated by you all. Dravdar, who had tried to consume their essence and fight you with their power and their body, also vanquished. The skies opened up, and a say-so had spoken to you all, asking you all why they should allow this seemingly failed creation to persist. And you all stepped forward, or at least most of you. Iblis, you watch as your friends, one by one, ascend up to the heavens. You watch as they all become more and more powerful, and you made the conscientious decision to stay as you are, not wanting to be a god, wanting to instead continue on your path and your aspirations.
Do I take the gravity stone from Markov and leave?
As you are walking away, the last thing you hear is Gabby waving, saying goodbye, screaming it to you.
Bye. No, wait, that's not. Bye.
Hi, Glaces. I love you.
Silence.
I'll be watching you from above.
I'm gonna have to. God, they all became gods. I'm literally the god slayer. It's gonna be a conflict of interest.
If you ever need me, let me know. All you gotta do is pray.
That's never gonna happen, Gabby. We both know that.
Iblis.
I know. I just wanted to say it.
As you are walking away, foreshadowing some things to come, you end up helping rebuild Leolis into a new modern state and city. You help to start hunting down the loyalist to these gods that have been vanquished, and even hunting down the Zodiac gods that had evaded their punishment for tormenting this world and almost getting every single mortal thrown into the abyss because of their negligence and their attitudes. Firebolt. Yep, that worked. Are we about to find that out, Iblis?
Did I get them all?
Aquia was the only one evasive enough not to be found.
Oh, so we got Virgo and all the ones we never met.
You did. It took you a couple of years, but you got them. Being contracted and staying here on Zodiac for a longer period of time, it ends up growing on you a little bit. You know, it's not so bad of a place once you're able to start reforming and changing how it is. Hell, you even become a primary shareholder in a new company called Bugs Incorporated, who buy their own island and set up their own incredible factory that you helped fund with money that you acquired.
I feel like that's her retirement plan. Like, you just
Well, it's a
described
starting
your-
budding company.
described her dream, the only thing she loves.
One night, while you are walking along the beaches, trying to sniff out where maybe a Kui would be hiding, a flaming portal opens up beside you. And you see Lucifon step through.
Long time no see. Or, you still have all those blades. That's cool.
You need to come with me now. You feel a command in his voice that you never felt previously whenever he spoke.
Yeah, let's go. This place is getting gross anyways.
He gestures to the portal directly beside him, and you step across and through back into the hells, where you are on the 9th layer currently.
Who died?
Nobody.
What are we doing here? Who's on trial?
You begin walking with him side by side, and you start to notice these heavy hitters from all across the 9 hells moving forward. You see many of the archdevils themselves and their private protectors, their chosen champions, all walking together towards the infernal throne.
That's more like it. There's Ivalis. I'm just gonna wave at Glacia then, because she's still a fan.
Glacia waves back at you, and Lucifon snarls in her direction. You being firmly aware of their, well,
At least it
kin.
wasn't Zero. The only respectable ones are you, Glacia, and Asmodeus. The rest are gross. She's saying this loud enough for others to hear.
You get a couple of snarls and creaks in your direction, but there's a new aura to Lucifon that you sense, and when you look over at him, you can now see a new power emanating from him. He's been promoted.
Wait, are you the new one for the 4th layer? Did you take over for Fiona? Are you picking me as your champion? I'm honored, but
Shut
I
your
don't know.
mouth.
Fine.
You walk up the stairs towards the throne, and as you are about halfway up them, many others have walked up and they all stop as well, looking up another 300 feet before you see the infernal throne. There is a spark of light that opens up, and with a large blast of fire so intense it even begins to make you feel like you might get a tan from it. You see the Lord of the Nine, sitting on his throne, leaning forward. Immediately, every single devil you see kneels.
Yeah, I already typed in Glacia's kneels immediately.
The last one standing appears to be Lucifon and his sister, who, after a look in their direction, both are forced to bend their knees. Well, if we can look at all of this, You all need to be updated. Fiona is gone. You hear whispers amongst all of them around you. Individuals speaking of their own conspiracies. Maybe she's just hiding in hell. Maybe she's hiding and pretending to be a human. Maybe she made a deal with the heavens. And as they're all speaking, a blasting wave of energy shoots out from Asmodeus, and it silences once again. She has left the hells. Longer than an hour. She's been gone for a month. The heavens are aware. And now we must create a network to find her. I'll kill her. Oh, easy pickings. I always wanted to see what her flesh tasted like. You hear the crowd erupting with all of these aspiring individuals, people who think that they are worthy enough to try to go up against her. Someone that even you, Iblis, would have to have a lot of preparation to be able to get to.
I'm gonna lean towards Lucifon. Do they know Belial's wither?
He is not the issue in this matter.
He's the better fighter. And then she's gonna be quiet again.
I have asked all of the courts here to witness her permanent replacement, my third child, Lucifon. You hear hissing and growls from the crowd of individuals who clearly are not a fan of this idea, and he just raises his eyebrow and looks over at all of them, then looks at you.
Looks like you got the title before me.
I gladly accept this honor. And if anybody believes they can take the title from me, you are welcome to try. He looks down at you yet again, clearly ignoring 90% of the devils in here.
Not at this range or time or place.
As such, he has made a request. Yes, Father. I request that Iblis be appointed my charge. That is a powerful devil to stay claim to. I would only ask if she accepts, and I would also like to suggest she hunt Fiona on my behalf. You hear many of the other devils in this room beginning to get outraged by the prospects. What, her? She's weak. She's been on the material realm. She hunts petty gods. And he'll raise his eyebrow. If any of you would like to challenge her, you're welcome to do so. And then silence. Iblis, you are contracted to Fiona. As such, you have two options. Be loyal and true to her, and suffer the consequences of her actions, or prove yourself to be a greater huntress than many of my horsemen.
I don't think she can look. You can't look Asmodeus in the eye, can you?
You cannot.
Yeah. She'll keep her head bowed and say, "I will accept killing my mother."
Do you accept Lucifan's offer?
Yes.
As you say that, you feel a burning in your left arm. Familiar sensation you felt very long time ago, as your name is imprinted into his mind, and you now bear his symbol on your arm. A great sword with 4 pointed edges on the pommel, 2 facing up and 2 down.
You and your swords.
You look over at him as you say that, his eyes blazing, glaring at Asmodeus with a loving hatred that you are very familiar with from your own self. I prefer to look someone in the eye if I'm going to kill them.
I don't think this is a fight you're going to win. And Cleese is going to step back down.
Then it is settled. Iblis, you will go and hunt Fiona, kill her, and send her back here, where my daughter will accept the torture and torment for the next 5,000 mortal years. You look over at her as she licks her lips with her long serpentine-like tongue.
I thought they were good friends.
My sister loves only one thing: torture. Failure to complete your task will leave you in her stead.
I won't fail.
You're all dismissed. As a large, impactful blaze happens and the throne becomes empty again, you look around and you see the 100 or so fiends all licking their lips very greedily and hungrily, every single one of them aspiring towards that status symbol.
Place is filled with a lot of talk.
He rotates on his heels, and as he's standing there, you rotate as well, and you see Glacia standing there behind you both. Brother, it is so nice of you to find a suitable consort.
Lacey still has to kneel, but she's going to kneel and say, "I'm not a consort."
She is my warrior, nothing else. A blade and a weapon to pursue its goals and my own. Oh, Lucy, we know you're a little too soft-hearted for that, don't we? Only 3 more between me and you. Try to bite your tongue until then, sister. And he bumps into her walking down the stairs.
My old master spoke highly of you. And then Glacia's going to get up and leave.
Your old master was such a adorable devil.
Yeah. It's a little weird that you're changing sides on her.
What sides? My side is to my job. I serve the hells. My job is to torture those that would break our laws.
She's not gonna say anything. She's gonna walk. I serve the house, as do I. I serve the house. Yeah, she's gonna walk away because she's not gonna accuse her of something and get killed.
The two of you walk down the infernal stairs where the portal opens back up, and you look out at the beach in front of you, recognizing it, and the dock. You're at Bugs.
Oh, that was quick.
The last known whereabouts was near here.
You mean my what?
The last lead we had, she was near to Bugs Incorporated.
Sounds like she was tracking me then.
Maybe.
Can I do a survival check or something?
You may.
Fiends is one of my favorite enemies.
Go ahead, she is a fiend.
Yeah. Manage 30.
There's been this blind spot periodically that appears whenever you are out working on different interests of yourself since you've had your radio silence. You feel like that blind spot was her.
I'm gonna look at Guzman. Are you coming with me?
No. With my status, I can no longer go to your realm unless summoned by a mortal.
But if Fianna's here, Belial's here. I don't know if I can take them both.
You have my mark on you. If a blade is raised to you, deflect it with your arm.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, you step out onto the beach and shore and begin your pursuit of her. Now, you track as you are trained to do, as you were taught and bred to do so expertly. You start trying to find any clues, any surroundings, and you start realizing there's other people not as close to expert as you are, but with enough knowledge that you should be able to rely on the knowledges that they find. And you start finding out about their blind spots. And you're piecing together all of these blind spots, these places that Fianna has been evading from everyone's perception. After a few nights here, you finally piece together a map of the entire compound. And somewhere down in the bottom facilities of this island, there's a small, unseen corner that if you were trying to evade anybody ever seeing you, that's where you would be. It's perfect. So you pursue her.
Okay, I'm gonna go get 5 arrows of slaying, and
Easily done.
okay, all fiend.
Of course. As you are going down there, stealthing through the shadows, hiding as best as you can, you first scout out that she is in fact hiding down here, and she seems to be researching something, but from afar you can't really tell. After getting that confirmation of what she is researching, you know you can make these shots. Bilal might be able to kill you, but supposedly this arm is going to be very helpful now that you are a servant to Asmodeus. And you're also aware that because he is an archdevil and he currently has exactly one devil serving him, all of the powers that he grants are given to just you, not distributed across anybody else, just you. So, you start heading over there, close enough to make sure that it is not an illusion. And as you are getting closer, from the corner of your eye, you see Belial swinging his massive blade, and you deflect it off with your arm. As the blade impacts, you see this large shield appear around it, and it deflects, bouncing off of you and hitting the wall instead. In that moment, you wrap around with your crossbow and unleash a torrent of arrows over towards her, where she dodges and goes down a corridor, one of them sinking into her shoulder, One down. 2 more arrows, she's dead. So, you start running, disengaging out from the encounter, running around that corner. As you get face to face with her, you pull out, reload very quickly, and get ready to shoot her twice in the head yet again. But then you see an arcane glyph behind you. Such an amateur thing. She really thinks that's going to be able to stop you. As an explosion detonates from behind her, you dodge backwards out of the way and stumble over a small rock that was perfectly placed to make you fall. And as you are falling backwards, you see another glyph right next to you.
Fuck.
As it explodes, you feel the banishing energy push and send you to this faraway place, this beautifully large forest all around you with these tall, towering trees and this grass that is so untouched by any type of civilization, you don't know what to do. That bitch banished you. Does she really think 1 minute is going to save her? But then you get a message. My dear Glacies, I'm so very sorry to have to do this, but you are the only person I am fearful might actually be able to get me.
I thought we were having such a great reunion.
I am so sorry, but I have bigger goals than hell now, and I love freedom.
Oh, a lot of people don't love you having freedom.
That's
Made
their
a lot
problem,
of
not
enemies.
mine. Well,
So
I'm so sorry to have to do this, but I need to call in my favor. As she says that, you watch as right in front of you a small portal opens and this large hand reaches out with an eye in the center of it, grabs onto your chain and snaps it off of your body.
what the hell? What in the hell did you just do?
You served your purpose, daughter. Thank you.
Your fucking dog.
And then silence. You wait for a minute, and you don't go back. Shit. You hear from Lucifon immediately. You need to run now.
Yeah, I'm casting non-detection on myself in case it's not up. And we're getting out of here. Zephyr Strike and just running.
As you are running as quickly as you can, you are venturing through this forest for a long period of time. You hear a fayish voice start to emanate and try to move into your mind. That's a joke. And then you just keep running past them. As you exit out of this forest, you look around frantically, trying to figure out exactly where you are, and roll me a survival check. This is the first impactful roll of the night.
That was horrible. 20.
20. You look over at the trees behind you, reddish trunks, greenish looking evergreens. You look over towards the mountainside where you can smell sawdust and dirt and soil. You look down to the south where you see larger still mountains and large progressive roads. Fuck, you're in Exandria. Tal'Dorei. It's been a long time since you've been here.
This place is worse than Zodiac. This is where that gnome was.
Oh, is it now? You snap your attention behind you and you see one of the agents of the Ibis ley line standing there behind you. You are fully aware of the grand hunters and huntresses that serve them, the Outer Plains Patrol, to make sure balance is always perfectly kept in these realms and that none of the extraplanar laws are ever broken.
You can't teleport, right?
Can you?
No, but I can do this. I'm running and I'm using a hanged man just pulling him 300 feet in the
You
opposite
aim
direction.
your crossbow backwards as they swing their fist up towards you, and it impacts right underneath your elbow, shattering it from the underside, but the hangman goes off as they go flying back, slamming into a tree. You look down at your arm, and you have to grab your crossbow with the other hand. Your elbow and your entire arm seems non-functional now as you are running and running and running, and then you see two portals up ahead, and two more of these individuals step out.
God fucking damn it. Gravity sinkhole.
As you open up that gravity, utilizing the space behind the two of them, one of them begins to shift awkwardly, and the other one pursues directly over towards you. As the first one gets grabbed into the sinkhole, the second one runs over towards you and clocks you into your jaw with their fist, and everything goes bright for just a second, and then you feel an infernal rage move inside of you. We do not fall. As you call upon your now service to Luciphon, and you slam back with a retaliation equal to the exact amount of force they just gave to you. The individual flies away up into the air, and you take off running as quickly and as fast as you can, grabbing anything to put between you and them, utilizing any trees, any buildings, any people. They cannot reveal themselves to people. They can't.
Do I see a town coming up?
You do.
Okay, immediately as I start to get out of town, I'm pulling out the hat of illusion, disguise, and immediately going Lauren.
You slip into your Lauren disguise and head into this town. Your left arm still can't fucking work. You don't know what that person just did, but that strike hit you harder than anything you've experienced in your life, including getting bitch slapped by Leo.
I'm gonna go get a drink, she's gonna hide in a bar or something.
You head
And
over
try to make her arm look normal.
into a tavern, blending in as best as you can, and very quickly a woman comes up to you. Hi, would you like a drink?
Yeah, strong, just anything strong. She's gonna, as she's sitting at the table, she's gonna try to set her arm. That's like a medicine check, right?
Yes, it is.
Let's do it. 21.
Yeah.
God, I'm not rolling
As
well.
the individual begins walking away, you prop your arm up onto the table and slam aggressively. Everything goes bright for a few moments, and the hand is almost properly set now. The fingers still feel dizzy for you. Now, there's somebody else in this group that's currently in the tavern. Would you like to introduce who you are and what you look like?
Is that me?
Are you the person who's going to do the thing?
Yes.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
So, Alistair is a human of the Caucasian variety. He's got two very bright, almost swirling face tattoos. One is red and one is purple. He's got a handlebar biker mustache and a mohawk, scar over his left eyebrow, wearing a very nice duster and some fairly nice clothes beneath, and he's smoking on a stogie.
So, as you're sitting across the bar smoking, you recall to just a day prior where this mysterious voice contacted you and expressed that there is a blonde-haired woman wearing furry boots who's going to walk into here looking a little haggard, and the 20,000 gold bounty that is on her, just capture, to take out, and to escort to a specific undisclosed location. All you have to do is pour the contents of your pouch into her drink before she receives it, without her noticing. Given the clear pain written on her face, she's probably not going to notice very much. Now, it's important for me to point out that we do not encourage any activity such as this, but plot reasons and bad guys, you know? Alistair, I need a sleight of hand check from you. 27. Drip, 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 drip. Iblis, as you sit there, you get your drink and drink it thirstily, and has a very unique flavor that this boring world usually doesn't have. Usually they don't have things that taste good. Your throat feels weird. What'd you say?
That hit to the jaw did more than I thought. My tongue's getting big.
As your only weakness begins to give you an allergic reaction. You stumble out of the tavern thinking that somehow they had anticipated you being here. You need to get the fuck away, and you just drop gold onto the floor walking out. And, well, you stumble into the streets as you look over at the Mohawk stogie smoking individual.
Help. Help.
But of course. And he'll reach to take your hand.
She'll give you the good one, I guess.
He's gonna slap a cuff on with his other hand. He's slapping a cuff on the wrist, and then spinning you around and cuffing the other one.
As he does this, you notice both of your hands, your fingers, do not respond to anything you do. And any magic you're trying to summon just stops.
What in the hell? She can't speak. She's barely breathing.
You hear that voice enter your mind again, Alistair. Very good job. I'm proud of you. Take her to the Shade Burrow. There's a prison in there. Just drop her off at the door and you will receive your gold. She'll be out for a few days. Don't worry. That could not possibly kill her.
He'll nod, and before Iblis passes out, he'll say, "Nothing personal, miss. It's just business."
Yeah, she's just coughing. She can't breathe.
And a few days later, you take her over to Shade Burrow. Iblis, you come to and fro periodically, but you're not really sure where you are or what you are doing. You're not sure how long you are in one stationary location, but you hear people speaking about them needing to escort you away. Them needing to safely bring you back to hell during the summer solstice. And while you are there, the entire time you cannot summon magic. You cannot speak to your charge, and you cannot even use your fingers. They keep you constantly shocked and prodded so that you can't even get a full, perfect rest. You can't believe that you were bested in this way. And everything you try fails.
You said it was business, right?
Oh, he's gone. Once he drops you off, Alistair, add 20,000 gold to your character sheet. Congratulations. But you do feel a little weird given the individuals you leave her with. These people seem more interested in torturing her than just capturing a prisoner. But Iblis, everything that you are physically capable of doing is not working. You're left with one option.
I'm going to try to put my fingers together and pray.
You attempt to move the shackles and your arms are stuck. But can think.
I know Gabby will pick up. Gabby, Lucian, Imperial, Reagan. I don't know if she'll want to pick that one up. I kind of have her ex-husband's soul on my back. Anyone? Markov? Someone please hear this. I
Lucian,
need help.
Gabby, over the past couple of years, the two of you have been setting up your new dogma and working with the outer gods in order to learn as much as you can from them, and it is such a slow and tedious process. It's clear why things never change. These people work based off of bureaucracy. It's fucking annoying. It is exhausting. It is slow. Chain of command is such a useless fucking thing. And as the two of you are sitting there on your weekly dinners that you have to sit down and bitch about your fucking charges, you both hear Iblis's prayer.
Did you hear that?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
That was Glacey's, right? I mean, it had to be.
I think
recognize
it's a
that voice
trick.
anywhere.
She would never pray to us.
That's what I was thinking. But if she was, then something really bad must be going on.
Yeah, this is weird.
What do we do?
Are we able to sense? I mean, I assume we're only charged over Zodiac, so can we like sense where she is on Zodiac?
Any person who prays to you, you can sense what it is that their intention of their prayer is. Iblis's intention is she needs help. She needs freedom and she needs help.
Do we get like any kind of a ping where she is?
You get a general sense from a different world, but this is not your world.
Huh.
Your godly powers aren't going to work wherever she is, but you two have done plenty good without being gods. Well, one of you has.
I mean, we have to go help her, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
But we
I
gotta
don't really
figure out
know
where
what the
she is.
problem is, but I don't know how we can help her. She's not really around.
We help her like we did in the olden days, with a sword and a shield or spells, however it takes, side by side. Gabby starts getting excited. Stands up from the table.
Lucian, the constant tick-tock that you hear in the back of your mind tells you that your charge is moving closer. And when you look over at the divine archway into this dining hall, he is standing there, currently eating what appears to be a handful of berries.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey. So Gabby and I just got a really weird prayer, I guess, from an old friend of ours. She sounds like she's in a lot of trouble and she's not on Zodiac.
Wow. That does sound like a predicament. He pops another few of these berries. Gabby, you notice those are cranberries he's eating?
So we were thinking, maybe we could just pop down and try to sort it out.
Well, unfortunately, direct divine intervention is not allowed on the outer planes whatsoever. It is against our code of conduct, of course. Fortunately, though, I believe that there is currently a research topic I need you to go do for me on a different world. He gives you a wily smile.
Yeah, that research project we've been talking about for a really long time.
We don't have time for a research project.
Yes, you
Lacey's
do.
needs our help. I'm gonna insight check,
Go for it.
see if I understand what's happening.
He wiggles his eyebrows at you.
Oh man, the research project that I need your help with.
No, there is no research project. We have to help Glacies now.
Son
Well,
of a bitch.
I outrank you. Sorry. You both are going to work on the research project.
I'm going to be putting in a complaint about this.
You're more than welcome to. He spins his hand and a large gear appears above both of your heads. By the way, where I'm sending you is to meet with a particular individual who has come across a coin that, if he spends in Drina, is going to cause the economic collapse of the entire world in Tal'Dorei. It wasn't supposed to be given to him. Bye-bye.
Okay, we need to get a coin.
You both are sucked into the gear as both of you are swung out and shot down to the ground. Alistair, as you are sitting there looking at this shop in Drina, there's this really, really nice cigar box with 10 Marquesian imports that you've had your eye on. You're twiddling 2 coins between your fingers. And then you look beside you and you see Gabby. Would you like to please describe what you look like?
Oh, sure. A little bit taller woman, probably about 6 foot to 6'3". She is wearing boots with heels on them. Bright red hair. Does not currently have wings, but she is wearing plate armor that is lined with gold, but red on the inside of the gold lining. A plate skirt and war boots on, along with a long flowing gold cape. On her hip is a sword that, even though it's sheathed, you can see some light emanating out of the sheath from it.
And then you see a man appear beside them. Please describe what you look like, Lucian.
Yeah, Lucian is just 6 foot tall elf. Not pale skin, but he's not, real tanned. And he's just got brown robes and a big staff, and he just the hood up, and he's got scrolls and all sorts of crap in his pockets.
And your banyard of potions.
Yeah, that's right, the bandolier.
Bandolier, yes. So, Alistair, as you're looking at this cigar box, these 2 individuals appear behind you.
With my passive perception of 31, I can tell they just sort of apparate out of nowhere.
Yup. That's one of those what the fuck situations.
He starts because he doesn't get snuck up on very easily, and he drops his coins and spins on his heels and sees these 2 people. Hello, can I help you?
A DM, did he drop one of the coins he's not supposed to spend?
One of the coins he dropped on the floor is currently glowing right now in your eyes.
Oh dear, looks like you dropped your coins. Let me help you with that. I guess I will try to swap it out for a regular gold coin.
Roll me sleight of hand. Beat
This
his
is gonna be
passive
great.
perception of 31. Holy
Nat 20!
fuck! For a total of 25. Yeah,
25.
you notice, Alistair. But he replaces the coin with a coin. You're not sure what he might be one of those kleptomaniacs that doesn't actually steal. It's weird.
Thank you.
This is an odd question. Where'd you get those coins?
It's I'm a bounty hunter by trade. I recently captured someone for a mysterious benefactor, and
Really?
one of the, I mean, that's the money I got. Part of the money, at the very least, of
Yeah.
what I received as payment.
It's important to point out that Alistair is wearing one of the nicest adventuring outfits you've ever seen before in your life.
All right.
When you
So
got
you say you
money.
captured somebody. I will ask. I will describe Lauren and ask if it was her.
Gives you a quizzical look. I mean, you're spot on. Do you know this person? I apologize. It's just business. I have no quarrel with anyone.
Gabby uses
I-
thaumaturgy and her eyes light up and the ground starts to shake. Where is she?
Hold on, calm down.
Calm down. Did you know we were coming here?
What? I don't even know where here is.
You're
I don't
on-
either. But I thought
you're
we
on-
were here for a different reason. But you're telling me this one took my friend?
You're on Exandria. We're in Trina. I'm trying to buy this very nice cigar box. It's got some wonderful imports. I took her to a prison on Shade Barrow. Listen, I wasn't a big fan of what they asked me to do, but the coin was too good to say no. I know you certainly have no reason to tell me anything. Who was that? Who was worth that much coin?
Well, if they paid you that well and told you as little as you say, then there's probably some fuckery afoot.
I mean,
She's a friend of ours, but she has a very particular skill set, and I'm thinking that the individuals that she usually can track down don't want her tracking them down. Honestly, I'm not even sure how she got to Exandria, but it sounds like there's something pretty intriguing going on.
well, if
Are you
you're-
from around here? I mean, you know the
yes,
area?
and it's clear to me that you two are not. I suppose I can show you where this place is. There's a certain, there's been a feeling in the pit of my stomach ever since I dropped that girl off. Something didn't seem right. And if you simply appeared here out of nowhere, clearly you're not ones to be trifled with. And I certainly don't want to stay on your bad side.
We didn't appear out of nowhere. We're from somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Obviously, people are born. I mean, you two literally apparated out of thin air. I don't miss a lot of things. I don't get snuck up on easy. And
I
you
look
two,
Alistair up and down. Does he look very tough? Like I know he looks like a tough guy. He's got the mustache and the mohawk. do I think he's, like he could take Lacey's?
I'm gonna say insight check. This is you looking him up and down and comparing him to your status that you hold her up to.
23.
Not a chance in fucking hells.
What I want to know is how someone like you could take down Glacies.
Well, to be fair, she was already fairly worse for wear when she walked into that bar.
At this moment, when you say that, the strange trio of individuals that keep seeming to appear out of nowhere looking for you round a corner roughly about 2.5 blocks away, and you are the only person who could physically fucking see that happen, and you have to adjust yourself because for some reason you have a feeling they're looking for you.
Can we have this conversation elsewhere? There's some people who are looking for me, and I don't want to be here right now.
Fine. As long as you tell us what we want to know.
Really have a big problem with that.
Like I said, you two do not seem to be the type that I want to stay on the bad side of. Something. Anyhow, let's move.
I will ask him to step into my office, and I will open up my magnificent mansion.
A door appears behind him as he reaches for a handle and opens it for you.
Oh, that's very convenient.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
You see a beggar walks over looking at this in the middle of this market in one of the major ports in all of Tal'Dorei. Whoa. Am I that drunk?
Yes.
Possibly.
Cool. And he starts trying to go in there.
He can go in. I don't care.
All right. So the three of you, four of
He
you,
looks hungry.
walk inside, and your unseen servants start moving around and takes the man's clothes and gives him different outfits to wear and starts cleaning them and feeding him and giving him wine as
I'll just
this
tell him,
random
take this gentleman
NPC
upstairs and give him what he wants, and just keep him out of our way.
And the three of you go over towards your dining hall, since you were in the middle of eating dinner. Alistair, you've heard of magics like this, mostly from the scintillating tales of Scanlan Shortholt. Yeah.
It would appear that my feeling is right about you lot. This is powerful stuff.
We're kind of a big deal.
I'll take your word for it. You certainly look the part.
And our friend is pretty capable. How did you come about subduing her?
So
I mean, is she like dead, or on death's door, or how did you leave her?
She was. So this was one of the more peculiar jobs I've picked up. I heard a voice in my head, and normally I don't, unless I want them to. I received a pouch that contained something that smelled of cranberries. I don't know of any poison that smells of cranberries, but I was told to slip it in her drink without noticing, and I'd get the money. Now, again, I do not like doing that. I abhor doing it. It's one of the worst things you can do, but fuck, the money's too good.
You were also promised that she's incredibly dangerous and could be devastating to the entire region if she was not captured quietly.
However, I was also another thing that shifted the scales in that favor. I was told she was extremely dangerous and could cause a lot of issues. So,
I mean, she can be dangerous, but that's to the wrong people.
Yeah,
Not just
usually she's
random
she's
individuals.
very dangerous to a select few that she's hunting down. Well, since you're local, perhaps you could join us and help us find where she is, and maybe find some folks to help her get her out. I don't have any. I don't have a lot of coin on me right now, but I can clearly get my hands on payment.
Got a little bit.
Well,
But you'll
it's
also
not-
get to keep your coin. I mean, your job was to deliver her, right?
that's the point I was about to make. I've already gotten paid for the job. I wasn't asked to sign any exclusivity, whatnot, and you two literally appearing out of fucking nowhere only confirmed the pit in my stomach that made me feel like something was off. And if I can be of service to right or wrong, I'd be more than happy to.
I would much rather work with somebody that knows where she might be already than have to rain fire on an entire city.
Not a city, fairly remote prison. How many days west of here would it be?
2 days travel on foot, or if you move like them, instantaneously, apparently.
Well, on foot it'd be about a 2 day, 2 days walk west southwest of here, a place called Shade Barrow. But I mean, if you two can move instantly, I mean, we could be there yesterday.
Well, I mean, I've done that kind of thing before, but if you go somewhere where you haven't been, it becomes an issue. But you're familiar with this place? Because it sounds like we're gonna have to get her out of there, and I don't know, even as capable as the two of us and maybe you are, we'll probably need more than just the three of us to do it.
Yeah, I'm afraid whoever orchestrated this knows Glacies very well.
Would I have any contacts through my work as a bounty hunter that I think would be up to such a task?
One individual comes to mind. This one, Astrofer.
I've got a contact, someone who is also very capable. I believe would be extremely helpful on this venture. Their name is Astrofer.
All right.
Do you trust them?
Well enough, yes. In my line of work, mostly just friendly rivalries than anything. A couple bad eggs here and there, but they're a good egg when they want to be.
All right.
I appreciate you working with us.
What line of work is Astrofer in?
I'm assuming my character might know that, but I don't want to speak for
Then leave
Elemenson.
it nondescript. You know, they're just exceptional at many, many different things.
They do a little bit of this and that. They're very exceptional. It's better to see than to tell.
Where will we find them?
Okay.
We'll
Just
say
know
that you
they're
have a
good.
sending stone since they're your contact. Make it easier.
Oh well, I can ask them. He'll reach like sort of to a back pocket, like a back pouch, pull out a sending stone. You there?
I
Ash-
am. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. Go ahead, Astrofer. Please describe what you are currently doing as you get that message.
Am I in the same city or am I close by?
We'll say you are in the lower reaches of Whitestone's forest.
I'm here. Strange to hear from you. What is it?
I've got a bit of work that I think that you'd be perfect for if you're interested.
Who's dying that you need my help? Where are you?
I'm in Drenna.
I'll be there in a minute.
All right, wonderful.
And Alistair, you are fully aware of this portion of the Drinna beach that has these very large palm trees that you usually just meet up with Astrofer at whenever they said, I'll be right there.
All right. Hopefully. There's this place on the beach that we meet whenever we have any of these sorties.
You just meet on the beach.
It's this particular spot that we like. It's nice, couple palm trees. It's pretty.
Trees, huh?
Yes.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to know anybody who's got a bit of muscle? We're gonna, I'm not the physical type, and Gabriella's pretty good, but you got to have a couple people who can, push people around on a job like this.
Alistair, unfortunately, muscle is something that you don't know a grand many people for.
Muscle's not necessarily my purview. We could ask Astropho. Maybe they know.
All right.
Maybe they know someone.
So I've done my share of, for lack of a better term, smash and grabs. But yeah, you always intend to sneak in, but shit always kind of goes sideways, and you need somebody who's really good up close. And I would rather have two, because if Gabrielle's on one side of me, I want somebody else on the other side so I can be safe in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that, certainly. But hopefully those people who were looking for me have moved on right now, and we can get to the spot without any issue.
Why are there people looking for you?
I'm a bounty hunter. I tend to make a lot of enemies.
Fair enough. I really don't care what you do as long as you help us save Glacies.
Respect that. Oh. By the by, my name is Alistair.
Yes, I'm Lucian, and this is my friend Gabriella.
You can call me Gabby if you like.
It's a pleasure to officially meet. Let's get going, shall we?
Yeah.
After you.
So, when you all walk out, Alistair, you take a very quick scan of the city, and apparently those three individuals have walked far past this door without noticing anything, and you take a route to avoid them as best as mortally possible without actually being omniscient. But 31 is damn near omniscient. 35 would probably give you that. It's going to rain in 3 days. Just so. You all walk out onto the beach where you come across Astrafer, who's already sitting there waiting for you, but wearing warmer clothing. Astrafer, please describe what you look like.
So he'll currently be sitting out on the beach, flicking through a book that's in his hand. He's kind of a short, satyr-looking person. Bottom half of him is like white furred goat, a couple of white horns, and long. Like, his hair drips down to like his lower back, and it's tied in various like red ribbons. It seems to just be relaxing, gazing up at the stars, reflecting through the book, waiting.
You are always far more on time than I am, and it would be startling if I didn't know your purview. Wonderful to see you, as always.
Been quite a while. I was not too far away, but far enough that I had to come by a tree, so it's always easy to get to the spot with those branches over there. I remember when they were planted.
I'm sorry, did you say you came by tree? Like you rode a tree here?
No, that's a whole other thing. You just open a gate through the trees and move through the earth. It's quite simple, really.
But you have to do it in a tree.
Yes.
Interesting. Sorry, I'm Gabriella, by the way. You can call me Gabby.
I'm Lucian. Hello.
Do either of those names spark anything?
No,
Are they
you've
familiar?
never
No one-
heard. Actually,
No.
wait. You have a particular interest in what topic again? Forget. Do you care about astrology?
I do.
There are two new systems of stars in the heavens out of a few new systems of stars that you have named recently, Gabriella and Lucian.
Do you know, it's very strange that Ashford, it's nice to meet you. Do you know, the stars just up there, like point, just aimlessly, just to the two systems. I named them not too long ago. Must have been a few months I've seen them. They appear just all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, what shifted. I named them the same thing. Funny that, isn't it?
Yes, it sounds like quite a coincidence.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
So, as to why I've called you here, to say I've found myself in this small bit of hot water wouldn't be too far off. I accepted a job to capture these two folks' friend. It was a lot of money. I was happy to get the coin. But they want her back. And I have no reason not to do a double cross. Because, well, business is business. And I thought that you'd have skills to aid us in such a venture.
Do you want to help, or do you want to help? And he just looks at the other two.
I feel obliged, but not under duress. The manner at which I captured the woman leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and I felt this pit in my stomach that something was off, and them showing up, looking for her. It seems, well, to use one of your hobbies, stars aligned, I suppose.
They have a way of doing that. So essentially to clear your guilty conscience. Well, I suppose. I wasn't doing too much anyway. Just in the forest, doing bits and pieces. But I do have some time on my hands.
Alistair, it's always so weird talking to them. There is no forest within like 60 miles of you.
Which forest did you find yourself in before you came here?
So, round about Whitestone, not too far away.
Oh, well, then it would explain why you're dressed for warmer weather.
It's chilly up there, but I can manage. So what are we doing for the job then? The person that we're saving?
Prison break.
Ooh, sounds fun.
They're in Shade Barrow.
Sounds less fun.
Why? What's wrong with Shade Barrow?
The name gives it all away. If you're in the shade, you can't see above. Sounds horrible.
Oh, don't worry. There won't be much shade where I go.
You do have a bit of a radiance about you. I wouldn't necessarily disagree. Plus, glowing sword, I would presume, based on the light coming from the scabbard.
You have noticed it is exceptionally bright all around her.
And of course,
Just
the light.
like an aura.
I forgot that I did that in a 60-foot radius. There's just bright light around me all
You
the
just
time.
always emanate bright light. Like
So,
sneaking's gonna be hard.
this is you two already said your names, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lucian.
there is that whole thing with the constellations. You've told us your names. Again, there's something about you that is different. Aside from the obvious beacon of light, who are you two, and who was that woman?
Well, to put it bluntly, I'm a goddess. He's a god. She had a chance to ascend to goddesshood and chose not to.
Insight check.
Do you accept the PvP, Gabriella?
Yes.
Go for it.
Guidance.
26.
Reliable talent.
Oh, I was gonna say.
19. Ooh, low roll for you, Astrofer. Gabby, please roll persuasion so they can see.
I will also give myself guidance.
And I will give you a 1d6 to that to minus.
They don't want to believe you.
Yeah, you're all pretty shitty.
14, so
I got a
minus
10.
4. So a 10. Both of you, holy shit. She believes she's a goddess.
mean, it's
right.
it's not around here. It's on a different realm, so we're kind of just, you know.
Practically
I mean,
gods.
we're not your average guys, but we're. I think there's people around here who can probably go toe to toe with us.
I mean, I
That-
think we're
that
about
ha-
as we were before we ascended, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That has me mildly concerned because that either means you two are batshit insane and believe you're gods, or you're actually gods on Exandria somehow.
Lowercase g.
The divine gate is common knowledge, right?
At your level, yes. It is not common knowledge, but you're an epic adventurer. Yeah, that's common knowledge to you. It may be why they're not as powerful. Are either of you proficient in religion?
I don't. Well, I mean, I'm guessing Gabby is.
No, I mean the other
No,
two
the other
questioning
two.
you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Gabby is not proficient in religion.
She's not
She's a
proficient in
cleric.
religion.
Why would she be proficient in religion? Religion is about faith, not
She's a
knowledge.
cleric of her own religion. I mean, she should know it.
Yeah, that's history for her. Like,
That's history.
That does
I-
make sense.
so,
I am not proficient in religion. No,
oh, are you are you jack of all trades?
no, I have
No,
reliable. I have
yeah, the other
reliable
one.
talent.
Astrofer? No.
No. I mean,
Okay.
I've got history and arcana,
Yeah, that's
but
Nah, yeah,
nothing
this
for
is-
religion.
yeah. This is weird, to say the least. Probably among the weirder things the two of you have engaged with in your life. At your level, not the weirdest thing, but among it.
If you're telling the truth, and I've got a decent read on people, you by rights shouldn't be here, but maybe that's why you're not necessarily full power, if it's true. This is all very concerning and a lot to take in one night.
It's very understandable.
Man, this is more than just a bit of hot water and turning into. Well, thank God you're here, Astropher.
Well, you did invite me. It's strange, but somehow I can believe it. And he's just gonna like glance up again. Recent, I assume. The whole godhood thing.
Well, if you guys could excuse me for a moment, I'm gonna try to reach out to find that muscle I was referring to, and I'm gonna cast sending to mincemeat.
You cast your sending spell. Roll me a d20. Don't roll a 1. You're rolling to a different plane of existence. There's a 5% chance of failure.
Wow.
Why'd you have to say it?
Oh man.
I'm gonna use lucky to re-roll it.
Yeah. I'll
Didn't
allow
have to
it.
say what are the odds.
Yeah. Okay, that's not a 1. So, just speak more casually. We'll allow it to be more casually.
Hey, mincemeat. It's been a while. Funny story. We're in Exandria. We're trying to free Glacies from prison, and I need a little help, but everyone else I know is a god. Are you available?
Lucian, long time, 2 years. I'm old now. I am in Zodiac. But wait, you sound far. If in Exandria, I have bastard cousin, real good fighter, fan of yours. Gert. And he thinks of what Gert looks like for you. Very trustworthy.
All right. So I guess I'll send a sending to Gert.
Alrighty.
Hey, Gert. My name's Lucian. Mincemeat said to get a hold of you. I'm in Drina. We need some help for a job.
The Lucian?
You have to keep going. It's all at once. You
Yeah.
can't lose
Yeah.
the first.
I don't really get to.
Yeah, I
respond.
know. Trying. Yeah, I'll be right there. Where do I need to meet you?
I probably should have said that. All right, I guess I'll send another sending. We're on the beach by some palm trees, if that helps. Otherwise, we can meet you. I'm gonna look at the first tavern I see.
Long Lost Tavern.
At the Long Lost Tavern.
Now, Gert, you were just coming in from the Menagerie Coast on a vessel that you promised to protect. It was actually interesting for once. There was a couple of people who talked down to you because you were a goblin, being like, he can't protect us, which is your favorite thing. And then there was a giant kraken. The one guy who was the biggest dick you let died, but you solo killed the kraken. So now you're drinking heavily in a tavern with these people who buy you drinks thinking that you're the coolest fucking goblin in the world.
Am I in Dryan?
In Drina. Yeah, you just came in off the
Drina?
docks. And you know
Okay.
roughly where they are, just you haven't been to Drina before, so like you kind of just know where the palm trees are to the north.
I do have the Wanderer feature.
Oh, you can find your way, no problem.
Yeah. Palm trees, beach. I'm on my way.
Alrighty. And as if by cosmic coincidence, a few minutes into your conversation with one another, you watch as Gert walks out onto the beach. Gert, please describe what you look like.
So Gert is a goblin. Bright red skin, with runic symbols painted on his face. He has a giant green ponytail that hangs out the back. He's wearing full plate and nice, beautiful looking gloves. The plate doesn't look like it originally was supposed to fit him, but it looks like it was mended too. He's also a little bit too tall to be a goblin, but he still is one.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Gert, I hear good things.
Such a
I'm
great
Lucian.
name,
How are you?
Gert.
Are you the Lucian?
Well, if you've heard of me, yes, I am. Seems I always go places and they know me.
If I know about Lucian, that means I know about Gabby too, right?
Oh yeah, and she is just as bright as your cousin has described to you.
And that's Gabriella, right?
Yeah. Wait, we have following here?
It's small, but yes.
This is Mincemeat's cousin, Gert.
Oh, cool. I like
Yeah.
mincemeat.
I said I needed help, and I didn't know anybody else who wasn't a god. He told me to look up his cousin.
What type of help you need?
Prison break.
Oh, you need some bars bent, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
I need somebody to stand on the other side of people with me.
Basically, I just need you guys to keep me safe, because, yeah.
Oh, I could do that.
I got the magics. I don't have the constitution to take a lot of hits.
I can. I could be a big target, so you could do whatever you need to.
All right.
A very big target.
You look
So-
down at the large for a goblin person.
So we wanted more muscle. Goblin.
He
Hey, man, look
seemed
at this guy.
Summon the goblin.
You know what? I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover because
Oh, it's fine. Hold on. You assholes like you don't know what you're talking about. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just pick him up with like 2 fingers,
Oh, Jesus.
then put him down. And how big? Where are we? Just out like on a beach, right?
Yeah, there's palm trees.
All right. And then I'm going to scream really loud and like Super Saiyan style, and go from my small, not even 5 foot tallness to size huge.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
a
the
cool trick.
biggest fucking goblin you've ever seen.
by the prime. Oh, gods, that's a big goblin.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right,
That's
we've
exactly
got a
what
muscle.
man, mincemeat on point. Yes.
I
Wow.
told you I could be a very large target for you.
Gods, I love distractions.
And I'm going to shrink back down to normal size.
So. Whew.
Well,
All
if
right.
we're showing off prowess, I suppose you've heard what Astropher can do. You can clearly see what this strapping young goblin can do. I suppose it's only fair you see what I can do, and he will turn invisible. Just no casting, no nothing. He's just invisible.
Without spells?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Must come in handy.
He'll reappear. It actually does quite come in handy. See, he'll sort of like tap his forehead. I'm a bit psychic, and he'll apparate two knives in his hands. Very specifically psychic. I can do a certain few things, but it's quite useful. Can pack quite a punch.
Lucian, do you want to show anything?
Oh, well, I think everyone. Well, I guess everyone else didn't see my mansion.
To dispel it, bring it back here.
I've heard of your abilities. I mean, I'm standing next to gods.
I mean, well, this is one of my favorites, and I'll just conjure Bigby's hand.
Ooh.
I'll just sort of be like, he comes in handy.
Ah, I get it. It's a big hand.
That's right. This guy gets it. I'm your average wizard. I've got not to brag, but I've got like all the spells. In fact, is there anywhere around here that spells? Oh, I don't have any money.
I mean, I did just come into some money, so if we need to supply for this, then I suppose I can foot
No,
the bill.
it's just a hobby. I just literally buy all the spells whenever I come into town. It's not a big deal. I've got a lot of stuff going on.
Loot box?
Oh, thanks.
So where is this person we need to break out of jail?
Shade Barrow, 2 days walk, west southwest.
Hmm. Okay. Any more information?
It's a prison that I dropped this person off at.
What's it like inside?
I didn't go inside. I was just told to leave the person at the door, and I would get my money, and I did. The people I did see were very strange. They were quite keen on torturing her.
Did it seem personal or just a hobby?
It's strange. It felt like both.
It's definitely personal. Nobody else would have known to use cranberries.
I'm sorry, what?
Alistar told us that the poison he used smelled like cranberries. It was probably just cranberry juice because she's allergic.
Yeah. It's not an actual poison, so she wasn't able to defend herself.
Asher just conjures a couple of cranberries in his hand. I'll keep these away then, I suppose.
Yeah, I would do that.
Is this like a friend of y'all's? And he looks at Gabby and Lucen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's a very good friend.
I was going to say, if Mincemeat told you about us, he probably told you about, was it Iblis?
He always referred to her as Glacies.
Mincemeat would have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's Glacies.
Oh.
The scary one.
Yeah.
The one that Mincemeat did not want to fight. He was happy to spar with Gabby, but whenever he would fight or spar with Glacies, he feels like he would die.
So if this prison is holding her, it's got to be a pretty strong, powerful place.
Yeah, that's why we're making a team. Normally, I would just set the whole place on fire and walk in and grab her, but I think there's more going on than that.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. Interesting perception to just burn everything.
Sounds very godlike to me. If you've met the gods we met.
I mean, it sounds like some of the gods are here, but
There's always assholes.
yeah, betrayers, a lot of them.
I burn bad people.
The Punisher. Anyway.
And this one we're going to protect or save. Good or bad?
Oh, one of the best.
That doesn't answer the question.
I mean,
I know that she's a really good friend of theirs, so if they're good, that means, yeah.
Yeah, she's a good person. She's my best friend.
I mean, like anybody, she can do bad things, but she's pretty much a goodish person.
Right.
It's just her job, It's kind of like, Alistair here. He's a bounty hunter. She's kind of a bounty hunter. You get paid by people to do jobs, and
she takes contracts and does work.
It's a lot of reasoning you're doing to describe how good this person is. I absolutely believe you. Yes.
I'm more describing how she's not bad. But, it's a spectrum.
Isn't everything?
Yeah. I live in A world of gray.
I live
Don't
in the
we
light.
all?
Everything is sparkles and rainbows where I come from.
I live in Western.
Sounds nice.
All right. Well, how are we going to get to the Shade Barrow? If we're all in.
I mean, we could
Well, I'm
walk,
not
we
going to say
could-
no to the gods.
I mean, we could walk. We could get horses. If you don't think you can just send us there instantly,
I was gonna say, Lucian.
I mean, I could
when was
send
the
us
last time we
somewhere
walked
instantly,
somewhere?
but you know, I did that once. I went somewhere where I didn't know exactly where I was going, and I bounced off a mountain.
Oh my god, that was so much fun. And then we met Moss Carvin. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite.
Do any of the other three speak Draconic?
No.
Wow. Okay. This group has a particular set of skills and nothing else.
I have
I mean,
5
I speak
languages.
Draconic.
It just wasn't one of them.
Well, that's would have told them something about the name Voscarvin, not you.
Yeah.
So, all of you begin your plan to go over to the Shade Burrow and hopefully break out Iblis and find out what's going on and try to save her. And I think now is as good a time as any for us to go on break. We'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. As you have all gathered and met with each other, brought together by some cosmic fate in order to help save Iblis from whatever dark and terrifying place this prison is. Along your journey over to the prison, you all pick up little bits of information. Things that stand out to you and inquiries that through the skill sets of Alistair, you are very easy to come across. The prison there is a discontinued location where it was once a powerful prison that was dark and dismal, full of desperate prisoners, each one awaiting their fate of execution. The walls were made of thick magical stones that could not be shaped and would not allow magic to let people teleport into it. The guards were always sadistic in their nature and how they treated individuals, loving the ability to torment those that would never see the light of day ever again. And those unlucky inmates, the prisoners, had to endure whatever horrors the guards inflict upon them. Even as you are approaching over towards this location, the smell of fear and dread fills the air. And you have a sense of dreary when you think about whatever fate Iblis is dealing with inside. This is where we begin. All of you are outside of the prison, roughly about half a mile away, on top of a hill where you can see it. Though it is supposed to be inactive, you see that there are people patrolling out around the outside. As you take note of this, many of them have fiendish looking qualities to them, though they are disguised as humans. One of them patrols a little further away from his usual route that you've all been observing over the past few hours. Once he's out of eyeshot of the rest, he looks back, looks forward, and pulls out a flask that has wispy souls on the inside, as apparently this guy has a drinking problem. But he's by himself, secluded from everyone else.
Alistair, you think you could subdue him?
It's worth a shot. How far away is he?
120 feet.
Okay. I'm going to try to, as stealthy as I can, using my cunning action to dash. I want to try and sneak, get within 60 feet of him.
Okay, roll me a stealth check, please.
What time of day is it?
Mid-afternoon.
Okay, I have advantage. Yeah, just blanket advantage. Uh, 36.
You casually go down this side of the hill as everybody is watching you, and nobody really realizes when you disappear from sight. Almost as if you've blended into the grass and move so casually that the wind itself almost masks you as you stroll through past one of the gates and you see the individual drinking. Delicious. You get within 60 feet of them very quickly and easily.
I'm gonna throw a side blade at him.
Describe to us what that looks like.
So, in his hand appears a sort of ethereal crystalline dagger, sort of wispy and blue, and then he just throws it. Would I be at advantage?
He is surprised. Uh-oh, somebody's disconnecting.
Looks like Seabass.
What?
Oh no, sorry. I'm used to seeing. No, that's
I'm like, I don't think I'm disconnecting.
I'm so used to seeing Sebastian's character portrait and not seeing it. I was like, oh, he's gone. No, it was Gert.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff. Weather's getting bad in his area. It happens. So, 29 will absolutely hit the guard. Roll your damage.
For 39 psychic,
Yeah.
and I will rend mind
Which does...
that.
When you use your Psychic Blaze to deal sneak attack damage to a creature, you can force the target to make a Wisdom saving throw equal to your proficiency. If the save fails, the target is stunned for 1 minute. The stunned creature can repeat the save at the end of each of their turns. All right, they get a +1 to this. 6. You all are looking in the field for him, unaware of where the hell he could be. Oh, we're back to the other screen now. There we go. And when you look over at the guard, you just watch this wisp of energy shoot over through them, and they just sit there, standing. Paralyzed. Your second turn, sir.
Would I be able to, in an action, try and, like, tie him up?
Because you have bonus action dash to get up to him? Yes.
Okay, I will...
Survival check.
Survival check. I am not good at those.
Well, unless you bought manacles with your starting gold. Did you? You had the very special magical ones that you had to give over when they got her.
No, but I've got rope.
Yeah, that's the survival part. If it's manacles, it's just manacles.
Okay. No, I don't have manacles. I shouldn't have had advantage. I'm going to... I'm going to roll Side-Bolstered Knack. I'm going to add a d12.
Come on, high roll. High roll, high roll. 7. You're so used to tying your shoes with the bunny loops, you just... Fuck, it's a little wrong. Don't worry. Now he gets to make another save. 13. Yeah, he's still stuck there.
I will try again.
You all are just looking out at the field as the guy's standing there, and he's just, like, frustratedly trying to tie his wrists.
I will try again.
Oh, come on.
I will try
Come
another.
on.
Thankfully, Side-Bolstered Knack only uses a psionic energy die when I
Succeed, not on a
Succeed,
failure.
so-
Go ahead. 12. All right,
how's it?
21.
21.
You give a very good solid slip knot, and you hold the one end in your other hand so you can tighten it at a moment's notice. All right, end of that turn. He gets another save. 16, is that your DC?
No, my DC is 19.
Okay, you start bringing him back over to everyone else. Everyone, he's just bringing this guy over like he's on a leash. By the time you get up to the hill, your ability ends, and the individual's looking around. What the fuck are all of you? Oh, fuck. He looks at Gabby.
Hi. So how's this gonna go? You gonna tell us what we need to know, or is it gonna get dirty?
Well, as you work for heaven, you know that we're doing God's work.
How the hell do you know who she is?
What? Everyone knows of the Sun Seer.
Oh,
That's my last name.
I just thought this was like just some prison guard.
What? Lucian, you're smarter than that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't assume that everyone here is in on it. I just thought that these were just some random prison guards. That's why we didn't kill them.
Oh, I wanted information.
And what information? Are you going against the heavens?
Wait, what?
It's heaven's orders. Capture her
heavens?
for failing.
Who heavens? Our heavens?
The heavens?
So this isn't a devil thing?
Well, I mean, you really have no idea what...
We're here to help our friend
Who
asked
took...
for help.
Who bit off more than she could chew.
Sounds like she got cheated by somebody that knows her very closely.
It's not my place to judge. The heavens want... well, justice for being wronged.
How did she wrong the heavens?
Well, when you pick up a contract to capture one of the previous lords of hell, and you fail to commit to that, and you get locked out of access to them, you fail. So, as such, she needs to be tortured in Fiona's stead.
It doesn't seem right.
Right, wrong, and different. They want punishment for failure, for letting an archdevil roam free in the outer planes.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure she's working on it.
How can she succeed when she can't even leave this world?
Well, now we're here.
What?
We'll help her leave this world.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're gonna send her back to hell? That would make our life so easy.
We'll help her fucking track down whoever this... Who's the archdevil that she
Fiona.
was supposed to... Oh, that cunt.
Did we know about Fiona?
You've interacted with her one time with Iblis, and she was kind of a sneaky, backstabby bitch, but Iblis worked for her, apparently.
Was
Yeah,
that
we
the time we needed to get some information?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we,
okay.
we tracked down the Rakshasa for her, and then she fucked me out of my mind shielding ring. That bitch.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind killing her. I'd be down to help.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're getting Glacies out of here.
Right.
We'll go and we'll get her and we'll go and fulfill the contract. So there's no problems with the heavens. We're
It's not my business. Never has been.
all right. Well, if it's none of your business, are you gonna like help us?
No, of course not. That'd be betraying my lord.
Would it though?
Yes,
Because
Who's your
letting her
lord?
go is gonna get this devil killed.
I work for Asmodeus himself.
I'm
Who?
sure he would want us.
Excuse me,
You're excused.
you light blotch in the dark sky.
I'm sorry. Did he just say that he works for Lord of the Nine?
The individual shakes their face, and you see a fiendish individual appear in front of you, smiling and drooling with this large bits of little ichor down their face. Yes.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed that you subdued him so quickly.
Alistair, apparently you stabbed, mentally, a fucking fiend who works for Asmodeus.
Well, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Especially when it can be prodded at so easily. So we've got servants of a betrayer god that have captured someone who accepted a contract to kill another lord of hell.
Yeah, it sounds like Iblis is trying to kill her
Yeah.
previous boss.
Well,
And she must, they know each other, so whoever got the drop on her and sent her here for whatever reason. But somehow that's like an automatic failure and you can't, still succeed, which seems ridiculous.
surely you realize, he's talking to the fiend, that if this person has this kind of backing, it's likely not a failure.
Well, she isn't here, and Iblis cannot leave here. Sounds like a failure to me.
Why can't she leave?
Her tether was broken. Don't know how she managed to do that. You being otherworldly beings and Astropher being a studier of the astrology, the tether is a mystical change that connects your soul to your home plane of existence. It allows you to always return back there in case anything bad happens, like a banishment that would occur. Or if you extraplanarly travel to a different location, you are brought back automatically to your home world as a safety precaution within a period of time. Devils and fiends usually, and other outerworldly creatures usually have a longer tether than mere mortals do. So they can spend longer periods of time away, but that connection allows them to travel to and fro. The downside to being these outerworldly beings is if you do not have a magical means of somebody else banishing you or walking through a powerful portal to go to these other planes, you kind of can't just easily do that. As such, if her tether is broken, that means she can't go back to the hells unless it's through magical means. And by the sounds of it, if she goes back to hell or dies as a fiend, if she dies, she will be sent back to the hells. She will be tortured in fear instead. So this raises a lot more problems for you all.
And again, we've got some fairly powerful magic users. If they're here as backing, she clearly has way back to where she needs to go, which means not a failure.
Either way, we're getting her out of here. That's the first step.
And frankly, since I'm maybe putting some pieces together, if I was contracted to bring her in, it sounds like foul play to me. Especially considering the manner at which I brought her in.
Foul play, not foul play. You know, two types of creatures are stickler for the rules. Devils and angels.
All right.
Damn bureaucracy. I'm tired of it. You should see my desk. There's so many papers piled up. I thought whenever I became a god, I would just be able to walk around and help people, but no.
All right. Well. So, Alistair, are you at all familiar with the Shade Barrow at all? Does anyone know how it's laid out or anything?
Like I said, I know of it as a location. I've
Yeah.
been to the entrance, not been within.
Any chance I would have any insights into this?
Are you proficient in history?
I am.
Go for it, roll.
Guidance. 21.
The Shade Burrow was once an ancient druid burial chamber located to the southeast of Westrun. It was purchased by a very eccentric baron after that, who renovated the entire area into a house and a tomb for himself. Once people found out that he was apparently a scheming, conniving, evil son of a bitch who tortured people, authorities took over the estate and everything around it and utilized it as a high-security prison instead. Magically powerful, incredibly difficult to crack into. Magical teleportation inside or out is completely locked out of the question. The stonework is infused with so much magic you cannot shape it. You cannot change or alter it forcibly. The metal inside is indestructible. It's a facility meant to even keep down particular archmages who aren't that exceptional.
What about ethereal travel?
If it's blocked out from teleportation means, ethereal would also encompass that. You could do it from inside to inside, but you can't do it from outside to inside or from inside to outside. You know?
Yeah. Kind of repeat all that. It's difficult to get into. Well, they say it's difficult to get into. Those are two different things. It's very magically protected. To try and even break into the place, it will be difficult. And the one you're wanting to rescue likely won't be the only one held here. Which means if we were to let anybody go in there, it would cause a bit of chaos. It at least gives us enough time to, find the one you're looking for.
Oh, there's no other prisoners in there right now. We bought out the entire place. Mortals. They'll do anything if you just dwindle a pretty penny in front of their face, right?
There's more than just a pretty penny, but I get.
Well, look who's being so helpful. Thank you.
What? Oh, shit.
So how do we get to her cell?
You know torture doesn't work on devils, right?
I was just asking a question.
Right, but like that
That
doesn't...
maybe be nice.
I'm just letting you know your antics and torture that you may be trying to pry the information out of me, that does nothing whatsoever.
What about the other thing of the opposite of torture? I'm gonna give you a bunch of hugs and kisses.
Wait, what the hell are you offering? What?
I'll give you a hug.
What? No, that's just creepy. Why would you do that?
Because it sounds like torture to you now.
That's just. I
Come
mean,
here.
Sounds
it's
lonely
just.
to
It's
me.
really uncomfortable. Like that. This is.
Like give him a big bear hug.
This is just. Gabby, roll me a persuasion roll with advantage. You're being helped by everyone.
I could tickle him, see why he's ticklish.
Wait, I'm not ticklish. No, I'm fiendish. Persuasion. Wow, such a low roll for you.
I know.
That's horrible. 19. That's enough. That's enough. Just, jeez. All right, fine. I'll tell you how to get in. Just stop being creepy. Ugh. Oh, horrible. I've never been held by somebody who was clothed before. So,
So many questions.
inside the facility, the front door is the only way in or out. If you go up to the front doors, there's a magical infusion that stops anyone without fiendish blood from entering inside.
Lucian, you think you could get rid of that?
I mean, I could try. That's not a usual thing, though, especially not for this prison. It was probably put there by, like, an archdevil.
You need something as powerful as a god to be able to take something like that out.
Oh, luckily we have one of those. Two, actually.
Oh, shit.
Didn't expect that one, now did you?
Well, I know
mean, I could-
she's a god. She flaunts it all over the place. This one, thought he was just creepy.
Gabby flips her hair back. Yay.
The devils know me.
I mean, if we do need a demon or a devil, we could always be one and just take you in as prisoners.
Will it let us through as prisoners?
Well, of course. Our shackles are laced with blood. Fucking hell.
You talk a lot.
They're
Does he
probably
have-
going to remove access to my mouth because of this.
Does he have any shackles on him?
He has 6 sets of shackles on his side.
I will be taking 6 sets of shackles.
Has he got any keys there either?
He does not have keys. There are keyholes, though, because I know that's important.
Fairly decent at picking locks, so whoever wants to wear one of these and let us get in.
This again? It didn't go well last time, Lucian.
Yeah, I know.
Feel like there's a joke I'm missing.
We did the whole sneak me in as a prisoner one time, and all hell broke loose, literally. But who knows? Maybe we'll go better this time. Different team, different scenario. It's
I'm
worth trying.
sure it'll go wonderfully. What could ever go wrong?
Are these magical shackles?
They are magical, yes, but they can be picked. It just takes somebody who is exceptional at picking locks to do so.
Can they be broken?
Physically, it would take somebody beyond exceptionally strong, meaning a DC of maybe only you can hit it. Possibly Gabby.
Okay.
we could also just storm the doors if that's what you're wanting. Because, well, you two pointed to Gabriella and Lucian. Apparently are a bit recognizable for those sorts. But
Yeah.
it is an option.
I've never been shy about who I am.
And if these are whatever empowered by, laced with blood, we don't. I suppose we don't need to shackle anyone. We just need the blood.
Well, we do have this body right here.
Wait, what?
You have blood, right?
Your Casimir is showing, Astropher. Oh, just.
Hey, I never said he was good.
Okay, that's fair.
And I do have a fiend myself, if that would help.
You got a pocket fiend?
Yes.
All right, I'm curious.
He can't talk though, he's a horse.
Oh,
I'm a horse. Hey. Nah, if it's a fiend, it's ho. Just.
Well, you there, fiend. Do we have to, like, if we wipe blood on ourselves, fiend blood on ourselves, would that work?
I can't say anymore.
I mean, you can.
do I have any inkling on what kind of magic they're using to bar the door? I mean, he said that they need
Arcana check.
blood shackles.
Sorry.
Jeez, what's with all these low rolls? We all got like +10 and we can't get over like an 18.
I mean, that's how the rolls crumble, I guess. 16. It has to be some fiendish magic in origin. Anything dealing with blood, it's very rare to be something other than that. But usually, fiendish magic is powerful and potent, but sticks to rules very specifically.
Yeah.
So if the rule is you need fiendish blood to go in, you just need a little bit of blood.
Sometimes, okay. And also, is this the only guard? Like, we pulled him away. Has anyone
There's
noticed
dozens
he's gone?
of guards. His pathing, he walked and wandered out of it to drink. They're gonna notice in about 5 minutes or so.
Okay. Well, whatever we do, we should probably do it soon because they're gonna notice that this guy is not where he's supposed to be pretty soon.
I say we just grab some of his blood and, like, put a little on our finger or wipe it on our chest or whatever. And I unsheath my sword. Just a little bit.
Ew, don't touch me with that blade. Ew, fuck. That's disgusting. It smells horrible.
I smell it.
It smells
is-
divine.
What does the Sunblade think about him saying that about him?
You could simply just vanquish this foe. It is but a fiend.
Yeah, but not all fiends are bad.
Who's she talking to?
Oh, her sword is
What?
sentient.
I could smell that shit from a mile away. That disrespectful fuck should not have a tongue.
Apparently, he's going to lose his mouth or at least access to it.
I am favorable for this. Send him back to which he came so that he can do it more quickly.
But we need his blood.
Take that with you. The business end provides blood.
Okay.
Well, I'll I don't know, cut his finger and put some blood in a vial or something.
I'm gonna take some of his blood and just put it on my chin.
All right.
I'll take some of Lucian's wherever he prodded.
You see Alistair take some blood and put it on his chest, but it doesn't leave a mark on his clothes. It sort of like almost like passes through his shirt a little bit.
So,
All right.
I would like a stealth check from all of you.
I'll cast Pass
Ooh.
Without a Trace.
Nice.
Gabby, do you have any feelings on that?
I knew this was coming, so it's okay. I don't like it, but I'll try.
You're still at disadvantage because heavy armor.
Me too.
And 60-foot bright light.
All right, so Gert has a 24. That's good. Lucian has a 28. Damn, low rolls.
What the fuck?
Gabby, plus 13. What?
Pass without a trace.
And guidance. Okay, it's a short enough one. I will actually no. No, guidance can't work on stealth checks because stealth is something you perpetually make. Guidance involves components that are audible, so that would be breaking your stealth to do it.
Gotcha. So just plus 10 then, so 16.
16. And then Astrofer, same thing to you, only a plus 10, so 29. So the group's average comes out to 24. 23. 24, yeah.
Jeez.
25. 24, that's right. Sorry, guys. Quick math. As you all are walking and wandering down this hill, you wait for the rotation of guards to happen, and you end up hesitating long enough to start moving through. At one point in time, all of you are about to be seen from a guard who's about to make a rotation that only Alistair can sense, and he shoves you all up ahead and just casually starts pretending to be the guard you all just killed. And it works.
Did we kill him?
Oh, yeah, I sent him back to the hells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My sword said so.
Yeah. He's a dick.
Jeez.
You quickly catch back up with them, though, Alistair. And as you all get over to the front gates, you see this very large stone door before you that requires a hand to be put inside the door to reach for the handle inside.
Wait, what is it?
It's a giant stone door that requires you to put your hand inside to grab the handle. Like, that deep.
I don't suppose anyone brought his hand, did they?
No, I guess he's not here.
I mean, the fiend blood should help us, right? Somebody open it. If you lose an arm, I can grow it back.
Okay. Put my hand in.
You shove your hand in there. Where did you put the blood on you again?
My chin.
Okay, what hand did you use?
Oh,
My
no.
left.
And what hand did you put in there?
My left.
Okay. You grab the handle and you feel teeth sink just barely onto your skin. And as they get there, you sweat a little bit and then the teeth retract. You rotate to the side, which takes a tremendous amount of strength. Please roll me an athletics check. It's about time you get to roll. 29.
Dang.
The worst you could fucking roll, practically.
Everybody getting crappy rolls.
So, you all watch as Gert is just like squeezing and rotating, and Lucian, you're looking down at him, and you can see the resemblance between him and Mincemeat as you hear a loud as you snap it. You look inside, and Gert, you rotated it the wrong way, but you open the door.
Good job, buddy.
Wrong formula,
open.
right answer. As you all step inside of this prison, you see the incredibly long, waning hallway stretching before you. These glowing lights pulsating, which leaves a little pressure at the front of your heads as you even look at them. It's disconcerting. It's not very fun.
With the quiet. To help with the quiet, he's going to extend his mind to everybody, and he's going to do psychic whispers, which I will.
Now that we're in the prison, I'm going to produce from my pocket a small pocket watch, and I will click the top, and so I have true sight for an hour.
We all have a psychic connection with each other out to a mile for 1 hour.
All right.
So you can hear my thoughts.
Yeah.
We can talk to each other.
What are your surface thoughts, everybody, as this happens? We are starting with Gert, as I am most interested.
He is singing songs in Giant.
Don't go changing. Try to please me. And Astropher, surface thoughts?
When am I going to get to kill something in here?
Gabby, surface thoughts?
La 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 la.
Lucian.
No, it's probably thinking about Glacies, actually.
Oh. Lucian, your thoughts are undetectable. So everyone gets bombarded with all of those thoughts, all at the same time. And then, Iblis, you're within range. What are your surface? What?
It's creatures I can see.
Oh, never mind. You are not within range. So all of you are hit with all of that, and some of you start thinking, what was that? And then you all hear, what was that?
And in this psychic link, Alistair will think. So, for the next hour, we can speak telepathically with each other.
Oh, this is like when people pray to me.
And that's going to be useful. For the next hour, I can see everything with true sight.
True sight lets you see through illusions, right?
Yes, it does.
You see that his clothing is an illusion.
Is he just naked?
No, he's not naked. He's wearing like
The underwear on.
like
Just-
run-of-the-mill clothing beneath a nice-looking set of studded leather armor. The studded leather armor is magical, but clearly it's projecting some kind of illusion.
Okay.
So you all can sense these illusions, or you can see through the illusions before you, Lucian. Those glowing orbs floating there are tiny eyes that are snapping and rotating, keeping a sentry-like look in this location. You look down, roughly about 10 feet in front of you. There is no actual tiles there for a 15-foot jump. It leads down into a pit that is a lot further down than you can see, even with Gabby's glow.
All right, guys. The ground right in front of us isn't actually there. We need to get over to the other side. It's about 15 feet.
That
Oh.
doesn't seem that bad.
I'll pop out Johann, my owl, and he will go and perch on the other side of the hole.
He grabs onto the corner, and you all look at his talons that are slightly over the ledge.
Should we be able to see a map?
Not yet.
Okay.
Right now, you guys are in the Theater of the Mind portion. You've already skipped over your first encounter.
So
Yay.
it's 15
Technically second.
feet.
It's a 15-foot jump, yep.
All right, well, I will use Spell Mastery and just Misty Step to the other side.
Whoop, whoop. Casually step to the other side.
Do any of y'all need a hand?
You guys want to, like, throw me a rope or anything? Just in case?
Yeah, I'll toss a rope over. And I'll jump.
I almost forgot without my god powers, I can't just fly everywhere.
You feel like
We
you
have
could
those
summon-
wings, but I think they only last, like, once per day, right?
Not very long. It's been a while since I don't have them out all the time.
So, who's going to try to jump across?
I am.
With your strength score, not an issue.
Yeah, Gabby will do the same right behind him.
With your strength score, not an issue.
I'll just pull him off into an owl and just fly over.
Johann looks at you.
Ooh.
So, Alistair, you are the last man standing on the other side.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to apparate a psychic dagger and throw it across the
gap.
The gap. And he'll move. I'm gonna do up to 40 feet with that roll, so I will appear 20 feet across.
Blink. Landing right next to
All
Lucian.
right.
So, the rope was just brought over back to you. Now, you seem to make it past the first literal hurdle in front of you, and this pathway continues on a straight line. As you are wandering straight ahead, you come across this room that has this incredibly large steel door. To your left and right, there are cells that stretch and bend and wind in multiple different directions. Have any of you been in prison for extended periods of time, meaning longer than a day? Character-wise.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, thank you. Canonically, you're there. So none of you? Yeah.
I'd say Alistair might have.
Okay.
Only once or twice an accident.
I was thinking, so how does this work? I'm gonna cast Locate Creature on Glacies.
Your non-detection fell off
Yeah.
since you can't
Oh, it
recast
did?
it. Yeah,
she
it
can't
doesn't
cast
last
it.
a week, does it?
Yeah, but you can't cast in those manacles, they said.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Your
no,
fingers
it
don't
would've-
work.
This is the one time someone could track Glacies.
Horrible. You cast Locate Creature. And please roll that in chat for me. I believe it's within a mile.
1,000 feet.
That's a lot smaller than a mile.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that if I keep it up, if she comes within 1,000 feet of me, it'll ping. So.
Oh.
It lasts for an hour. But it is concentration.
Okay. Nothing yet. Now,
Right.
the two criminals of the party right now. That steel door looks like a cell block information lab. A location where they would keep all of the knowledge of who is in here, where they should be, all of the routines, things like that, secure inside of it.
And it's a metal door.
It's a large steel door.
Is there a keyhole?
There is not.
Is there a window or anything?
Just metal.
Well, that looks like that would on the other side of that would be where they keep prisoner information. If they're still using it for that, I don't see a keyhole, so if it's locked, I can't really do anything about it. Maybe stronger people can, I don't know, pull it open.
Do I see any kind of I mean, if people are in that room and it needs to be unlocked from the inside, how would the people out here communicate? Like, is there any sort of a magical intercom or something?
Nothing that you can see with your eyes, but you're welcome to roll an investigation to find out.
Yeah. We'll investigate the vicinity. Now what the hell? I'll use my game advantage. It's getting late in the session anyway. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30. Looking across the door, you see that the seams are perfectly flush and it sits inside of a grooved trap. So it would be a sliding door from side to side. As you look at that, the fact that it has no keyhole means that there has to be something that allows you to open it. And when you look closer towards the handle, you see markings of the arcane variety that would suggest that there is a command word to open the door.
I will relay that information to the group. It looks like there's some sort of a command word.
I'm gonna say open it in an infernal.
Fuck you. The door opens.
Wait, you speak Infernal too?
Yeah, I picked it up.
Oh, I learned it so I could speak with Glacies in her native tongue.
Yeah.
Great minds.
Such
I was going to try the exact same thing, because I also speak Infernal.
I was ready
That
for
is
this
just the
encounter
weirdest thing.
to take 20 minutes if you guys trying to figure out like a riddle you could discover, and then realize at the end of it it was just open and infernal. Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, it happens. You look inside, and there appears to be an imp perched on top of a chair, currently writing inside of its home, who calls out in infernal, "I didn't realize there was a shift change for like another hour or so. I really could go use the twilly." World's second okayest jailer on his mug. Look, Creighton, what you doing back there, Creighton? Are we replacing each other? And he rotates around and eyes go wide.
No, I don't think so.
begins reaching for a watch on his hanging from his neck.
I'm gonna throw a dagger at him.
Give me an attack roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wait, you're throwing a dagger? Oh, a psychic dagger. Okay. Sunk. 22 will hit an imp. Please roll your damage. Sneak attack does not apply. He is not surprised.
Uh, 11 psychic.
Oh, it didn't load for me. 11. What's an imp's hit points again?
I'd assume not that many.
It's more than you think.
10. The blade goes into the imp and it disappears in a poof of smoke, vanquished back to its home realm. Well, if they didn't know you were here, you just sent 2 people back to tell them.
All right. So I'll look around. Is everything in Infernal?
Everything is written in Infernal, yeah.
I'll help you out, Lucian.
I'm gonna have to help you because I don't read Infernal.
Right, like I'll read stuff and point it out to you and see if it's what you're looking for.
I can also help with that. I read Infernal.
I'm just gonna fly around a little bit and see what's here.
I mean, I'm assuming I can't roll investigation if I don't read the language, even if somebody's helping me.
That is
So-
correct. You cannot.
So someone else is gonna have to roll.
So I'll roll, and Gabby's helping me.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's fine.
All right, Astrofer, as an owl, roll me a investigation roll. Or perception check.
26.
26. Sorry, I'm waiting on the bird. I said as an owl. You polymorphed, so you have the owl statistics.
Do I keep
No, he-
my
he wild
efficiency?
No, you said polymorph.
I said polymorph, I didn't wild
Yeah,
shape.
polymorph the spell turns you mentally and
Yeah.
physically into the creature. Wild shape allows you to keep your own statistics.
Well, he's a druid. I assumed he meant wild
That-
shape.
Well, which one
No.
did you mean?
Polymorph. I did
Yeah.
polymorph, I didn't wild shape.
Okay.
Oh,
So
my bad.
roll as an owl. Which-
Do I keep my proficiency for that one?
No,
or am
you
I
don't
just
have any
straight?
of your own statistics. You are
Okay,
nothing
fair.
but an owl.
Well, I'll
Who-
shift out of my form and then I'll just wander around as a person.
Okay, that changes it a lot then. So,
Then I would have had advantage, and it's not +10. I just need to adjust that.
it's
Give me a second.
yeah, roll again. You could definitely beat a 22.
Well, those are 26, but yeah. No, he definitely beat it though.
Exactly.
First three.
Alistair or Astrofer, walking through here, you look for anything that would stand out to you as like a book that is frequently written in and updated. And as soon as you see that, you go over to the shelf, pull it off the shelf, and toss it over to Alistair. Alistair and Gabriella, as both of you take the book, rip it in half, and start filtering through the pages, one of you starting at the front, one of you starting at the back, you end up coming across the portion of it where this place went 3 years without anybody captured, but was rented out for the past month under the single initial of F, as the Institute was proclaimed and, well, claimed for that month-long period. It would appear that in just under 6 hours, a group of highly trained individuals are going to be coming here and personally escorting the sole prisoner who is labeled as I.
Well, looks like we're on a time crunch, but we did make it in time.
You see the specific cell block that you have to go to, where I is being held. Apparently, dangled over top of a 10-foot wide pit and surrounded by cranberry vines.
Ruthless.
So you close the book, halves on top of each other, and start your way wandering out. As you are going down many, many, many different halls, you pick up the sense of dread and disgust in this location from the numerous different people who have been here, the horrible acts that must have been committed towards all of them. But you end up picking up on the trail and finding the proper direction. As you all are traveling, you walk down a hallway. And you look over at your friend. At first, a thought enters into your mind, Gabby. She might be dead. She's not moving. She's dangling, hanging over top of this pit, and her body is wrapped with vines of cranberries. I mean, that would surely kill anybody who's allergic to it for a long period of time. So as you see that, you're about to charge forward, but Lucian, you look over and you see the pitfall traps in front of you and point them out. And Gabby, what do you do?
She's right there, Lucian.
Yeah, but we need to move carefully. What are these green orbs? Are they any significant? Are they just like
They're glowing
lanterns?
They're glowing lights that emanate some type of magical aura and protection in this area.
You said there's pitfall traps on the floor?
Directly in front of you right here. In this 10-foot area.
Can I see any other glyphs on the floor?
Oh, there's markings everywhere, but they're not active. They seem to be activatable, but they're not active right now.
Okay. Well, I would again point out like, oh, well, we got another pit right here, and I'll. Oh, he's not on this. I'll land Johan on the other side.
Right there. Yep. Everyone, you have to make your way over there.
About the same distance.
The exact same distance.
All right, I'll jump again.
It's 10 feet.
It's a 10-foot jump.
Well-
Iblis, you hear heavy clad feet land on the ground, which shakes you out of your nearly unconscious position. Sounds heavy like some of your jailers that have come through here. The ones laughing.
Close, just grab.
I'll send a message and say, Iblis, it's Lucian and Gabriella. We're here to rescue you.
Just gonna perk up. You can't reply to message, can you?
You can. That is the one you can reply to.
Yeah.
You can reply to this message.
She's gonna look up. She's gonna actually look up now and be Lucian and see Gabby and Mincemeat. What the? All right, guys, hurry, please. Holy shit! Did you tell them about the cranberries?
Yes.
No, like she doesn't know who.
Oh,
Is sending that to Lucian.
oh, is in the message. Okay.
No, we didn't tell anybody about cranberries. Don't freak out. But the guy they hired to capture you, he helped us to get in here. So he's here. But he's cool. He just did it for the money. You can respect that, can't you? You can reply for this message.
Just get me out of here. She's like too weak to really speak right now.
All right, well, let's
So the way long jump works is that as long as I can do a 10-foot long jump, I can cross 10 feet. Since my strength score is 10.
Yes, that is the requirement.
Joey,
This-
would I have noticed them set up any traps here?
Unfortunately, you weren't really conscious enough to notice anything happening.
all right, we're gonna have to keep moving forward if we want everybody to make it across.
As my
I'm not going
Uh,
first.
as we approach, my passive investigation is also 31. Do I, because I have the observant feat, do I notice any traps as we continue on?
So, I never clarified this to you in particular. I don't allow passive investigations because investigation is not something you passively do. It is a very active activity. However, for this instance, I'll allow it to apply. There's 3 chains dangling from the ceiling that all have different colors. One is green, one is blue, one is red. The 2 chains are dangling around her wrist, the third one around her upper torso, keeping her stuck in place.
And how high are they?
They go up to the ceiling about 30 feet or so, into the ceiling.
All right, so red, is it red, blue, and green? Red, blue, and green? Does that mean anything?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Let's carefully look around. Yeah, because I would also be like investigating for traps and.
Go ahead and do so. And Alice, there, you are positive it is not trapped in that area directly.
The chains themselves?
No, the chains are the entrapment on her, but there's no like traps on the floor. You can walk in this room freely.
Dirty 20.
Gabby, get my hand out.
Mirthful leap.
Yeah, I'm just skipping across.
We're coming, Glacies. Give us a minute. Guys, look down the hallways.
Are the chains like locked together?
The 3 chains have clasps on her, but they're all separate into separate holes in the ceiling.
I'm gonna send Johan down the hallway here.
I'm going to.
Oh, I can't see.
I'm gonna
Or, I
activate.
mean, Johan can't see.
I'm gonna activate my winged boots and fly up to the chains. 2 of them are to each hand, and then
1 is
One-
around her torso.
one of
This
the
is a-
torso.
yeah.
I'm gonna go to one of the hand ones and investigate to see if there's anything trapped and where it's connected to going into the ceiling or not.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Let everyone know that Johan found a blue crystal over here on the corner
33.
down this hallway.
The clasp around her wrist does not have any clear-cut way to open it. This has to be some type of contraption that they made in order to ensure it could not be opened through mundane means. However, it does have a runic marking on it. Are you proficient in Arcana?
Nope.
But you do speak Fiendish.
I speak Infernal, yes.
Okay. It inside of that marking, that arcane glyph that is infernal, you do discern that it says punishment, and you also see all of the cranberry vines wrapped around her body.
Okay, I'm gonna draw an actual dagger, like a physical dagger. I'm gonna start trying to cut away at the cranberry vines.
Iblis, an instinct kicks in as soon as you sense the presence of a blade near you. And as he begins cutting them off, your body like twitches and is only still because of how tired you are. When he gets over to your left arm and tries to cut it, your shield activates and immediately disperses the blade backwards.
How was that?
She's just gonna cut. She's not doing well right now, guys.
Okay, that's we'll deal with that later.
But it did cut off that vine there.
We'll deal with that later. There's a sigil on one of these chains. It's some kind of arcane lock. I can't pick it. It says it's in the infernal word for punishment, and I'm gonna look for the glyphs on the other chains.
The one on the left side is punishment, which is blue. The one around her torso is green, and it says greed. And the one on her right side is red, and it says envy.
Right, blue is punishment, green is greed, and red is envy.
Anybody
look
in
at-
this room proficient in Arcana may roll Arcana.
All right.
Does this glyph over here on the blue say punishment?
It says truth.
22.
Lucian, are you a
No. I'm a god. I'm not a follower.
Yeah.
But we love 22. That's right.
We do love 22. Not you, but we do.
It's a good number in general.
It is a good number. I like it a lot. So, 22. The fact that it's written in Infernal suggests that that word means something towards the enchantment placed upon it, the protective nature on binding her and keeping her there. Those words are significant to each of those three entrapments.
Guys, I'm over here at the blue crystal, and there's the infernal rune in front of it for truth. But I don't know how that correlates with punishment.
Tell truth to it.
I'll step up to this blue crystal. Lucian, should I touch it?
I don't know.
Punishment's
I'm gonna
different.
step around the corner.
Punishment's different word for consequences. Truth and consequences. It's a sort of.
I'm gonna reach out and just touch the crystal with the tip of my finger.
What do the other runes say? Let's get the full picture first.
I'll fly over to the red one and see what it says.
Okay.
Just taking a look at Glycis, does anything seem like it will prevent me from casting spells on her?
No, not that you can discern. The red one, that marking on the floor on the right hand side, not the one attached to her wrist, outlines who with a question mark.
Ooh.
And as we entered, there were the two other corridors. Do those have colored crystals in them, or just sigils on the floor?
They just have sigils on the floor.
Truth and who. This one just says who question mark. There's no green one.
Wasn't
One
there a
moment.
green sigil when we came in?
One moment. I'm gonna
The green is at the top.
start flying. Is
But
this a
yeah,
sigil on the ground in
there's-
front of me?
There is, but it's an illusion. That's the 10-foot area gap. But you can see a command on top of this illusion, layered magic. It's very strange. And the green one says what?
What who truth? I'm gonna keep flying over here. Is that another red? Is it still who?
It just says answer.
What answer? And this one?
Answer.
So the green sigil over the trap says what? The red one is who, and then the two sigils down the other corridors both say answer.
This is weird. So the sigils just say answer.
Well,
As best as
are
he
the
can describe
heads-
it in his knowledge of Infernal, but not Arcana.
so is it who is she envious of? What does she greed? What is she greedy of? And the truth to a punishment?
I mean, maybe. What are these heads? Are they just stone heads, or do they have like?
Yeah, they're just stone heads. It came with the map.
No, that's fine.
Iblis, you're hearing everything that they're saying during this entire thing.
Yeah, she can barely talk.
Looking a bit rough there.
Hey, Gabby, do you want to give her some healing?
That's what I was just going to offer.
Oh, there you go.
Care for
Please.
some?
You just hear, please.
I'll try just a first level healing word first, just to see if anything happens.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So, go ahead and roll your healing word.
10.
Wow, I'm getting a delay because I don't see that. But, all right, 10. That actually works out perfectly. As you heal for that amount, Iblis, the grip around your torso immediately shines brightly, and all of you notice a burst of energy shoot through it, and you suffer 10 points of damage. So, net neutral.
okay. So yeah, let's not do that.
You feel better technically, but that mostly was like an adrenaline wake up.
Fuck.
Well, crap.
No, I could try a much higher level. Better heal.
Just get
See
me
if
out of
it's-
this. Or get
see
one of
if
my
it
hands
fails.
out. I can open it if I have a hand out.
We're
Hmm.
trying to figure out a way.
We need to answer the riddle to even get one hand out.
And I'm guessing, however we answer them, we need to answer them in Infernal.
The devil's rhyme. Greed. What do you greed? What do you want? Envy. Who are you envious for? Punishment. What is a harsh truth?
Do we have to say them?
Is the question for us or is the question for you? You're the one kept here.
I envy no one. I want to destroy the abyss, and I don't know. I should have became a god and not had to deal with this.
Out of those three, the shackle of your left hand opens.
Was that green? That was green, right?
No, left hand was blue. I typed it out for you. Blue is left.
Blue.
Or sorry, it's their perceptive left, so it's your right hand.
Okay. Okay. I was like, this is the
Okay, so
opposite of
that
what I
was
thought.
Envy of no one.
No, that was blue. Blue
Oh.
unlocked.
Oh,
Punishment and stress.
so the harsh truth. So the harsh truth was that you should have ascended. Who are you envious of?
Nobody now. Can somebody hand me my thieves' tools?
None of you see her thieves' tools around here.
I have thieves' tools.
Johanna flies them over to
There
her.
was no way. There was no way to mundanely open the locks.
Yeah, there wasn't.
I'm a little better at this than most
Well,
people.
she's convinced.
Iblis, you grab your thieves' tools. You look over at the other side.
I can assist you with my mage hand.
There's no hole. Fucking magical shackles.
Hate this shit. Just gonna throw the thieves' tools back to Lucian.
Who is
Alright.
the devil lord that she was hunting? Because we talked about it. What was her name again? I don't remember.
Fiona?
In Infernal, he'll say, "Are you envious of Fiona?"
My mother? God fucking no. She's the reason I'm here. She thinks for a moment.
Did that blue chain rescind?
No, it's still dangling there.
Okay.
She
Then
admires
I would like
Glacia,
to-
but I don't think she's envious of Glacia. I mean, she admires Glacia. She'll say that. I'm envious of Glacia. She had to have made this if this is what works.
It doesn't move.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna.
envious of Belial.
Hmm?
I'm envious of Belial.
It opens. Your right hand falls. And now you're just stuck there by your torso. Ugh. And now you look down into a deep, dark pit that you know as a fiend, this is a never-ending pit. There are no sides to this hole. There is no bottom to it. There is no flying in here. If you fall below that lip, you're falling forever.
Can I
I'm
somebody
gonna
swing me?
cast Bigby's hand and just like boop, just let her stand on it.
Yeah. Oh, Perch. Oh, Perch feels so good right now, Iblis.
Feels good. Thank you, Lucian. It's good to
Alright.
see you guys, by
Alright.
the way. I can't believe I prayed and it worked. That's like,
I heard it.
Stupid.
I knew there was something wrong because you actually prayed.
Yeah, it was very unsettling.
yeah,
Hey,
it felt wrong.
To be fair, you're probably not happy to see me, but I mean, it's the way of things.
Yeah, I had a few choice things that I was gonna say to you, but at this moment, I really don't care.
What,
Um,
so what are you greedy for?
I wanted to. I wasn't lying when I said destroy the abyss. Those stones, the ones on Zodiac, I could use those for it, but I don't think they'd work in hell. I agreed for those power stones.
Nothing.
Yeah, those stones are pretty awesome.
Is there something that you want that you would never admit to?
I agreed for more bugs. The newest season, in fact.
You admit that every year when Gabriella asks you for your Christmas list. Or sorry, dog's miss list. I apologize.
I'm a Bugs Reward member.
So
So
it's-
many points.
So it was envy, who, punishment, truth, greed, what? So like, what are you greedy for? You're greedy for
Power.
for the death of gods or something like.
death of your mother, death of this Fiona.
Death. Greedy for control?
The torso relinquishes.
Holy shit.
And you
that worked.
fall down, collapsing immediately into Bigby's
Yeah,
hand.
she's hitting the hand immediately. She's not able to fucking hold
And
on.
you
Oh.
get to take your first deep breath in days.
All right.
Can somebody please heal me now?
Come
I'll
here.
cast heal.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
The hand brings you down. You're casting heal. Go ahead, roll it. Oh, isn't that just 50?
70.
70.
70.
70.
So what does it look like when you cast that spell, Astrafer?
74 actually,
Oh, you're special.
because druids. I don't know. Heal's more. There's no real magic behind it. It just infuses a person, makes them shine a little bit, which I'm sure she'll hate.
So you
But it
glow
Very
Everyone's
worriedly,
like-
you're surrounded by cranberry vines. You're like, oh shit! But no, they hit you.
Has anyone seen my crossbow?
We haven't seen
Didn't
any
really
of it
look
here.
around for your stuff. Is there stuff on this table, perhaps?
Back over there, you do find a select few items of her belongings. Iblis amongst them is not your crossbow.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And the stone that you took from Markov is missing.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
As soon as Iblis touches the ground, I tackle her and give her a hug.
I appreciate Gabby, but not the time.
As she's embracing you, you feel something wet rolling down your back.
What the fuck? Ew.
I was so worried.
oh, damn it! I didn't prepare.
Thank you. Oh my god.
And as I'm hugging her, I'll also cast heal on her.
Are her tears burning me? 'Cause,
Her tears are not burning you because she controls what she burns. Thank you.
I mean, I thought it'd be like
However-
holy water.
Is anybody in this room proficient in religion? Nobody?
I think these actually might be nice.
I mean, I am.
You are, Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to whisper something to you.
I thought you said you
Oh.
weren't.
No. I
I
never
said
said I
that. It's
wasn't.
funny.
Joey did.
Whoa. Where'd Iblis go? Oh.
her
She's
token
back.
wasn't updating, so I had to put a new one.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck, we failed.
It's nice to meet you, Glacius. I'm Gert.
You look
This is
just
Mincemeat's
Mincemeat.
cousin.
Oh, that's why. But you're like red. I beat him in an arm wrestle once.
I don't know if you could beat me in an arm wrestle.
I have a few tricks. Oh my god, everyone's giving me a heal for 70.
Ah. Yes.
Okay. Plus 70.
So what happened? How did you get here?
I was now that my head's clear. I was tracking Fiona and she had a stupid trap. I fell for a trap, and when I fell for it, it sent me here, and I thought I'd be back in a minute, but she's practicing magic that will break tethers, and she tore my one off of me,
What?
and I got stuck here, and they deemed I was not able to complete my mission, and they sent a few people from the Abyss Leyline hunters. They probably look like humanoids, but they don't have noses, and they're kind of yellow. And they hit like I got hit with a zeppelin, not a zeppelin, like a flying boat thing. You know those things that fly.
Yeah.
And one of them broke my arm, but I was able to escape the other two and him. And I got to this bar, sat down, and that guy over there gave me some cranberry juice or something, and I had a very bad allergic reaction, and I wasn't able to really negotiate.
We heard that part. So they say you failed on your task, so now they're going to torture you instead. Like,
Thing
what
is,
the
they
hell,
should've-
man?
they
Like,
should've
they didn't even
just-
give you a chance to try to.
I don't think
You
this
know?
is. I think this might be somebody else. I don't think this is Asmodeus or anyone like that, because they would have took me back already. It doesn't make sense to leave me here unless it's something personal. But I don't think it's Fiona. Oh my! I think it's Glacia.
Every
Well,
think it's her.
Everyone notices as Gabby is like still hugging Iblis, she like reaches down behind her and picks up this crystal and puts it in her pocket. Everybody notices.
Including Glacius.
Who picked
Yeah.
up a crystal?
Gabby,
From where?
from behind Iblis. Oh, I'm sorry. There's somebody here who has bullshit vision. Alistair, when Gabby cried, the tear solidified into a crystal and rolled off of Iblis.
Gotcha.
I remember these.
Huh. What was the crystal?
What?
You
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
you cried, it crystallized, and then you just grabbed it.
um,
I
Well-
don't care. I have no.
no, you all have come this far with us. I trust you all. Whenever a celestial cries, which doesn't happen very often, it crystallizes, and it's a very powerful magic for focus and ritual spells. The only other time that I've had this happen to me was when Iblis died, and we were lucky enough to bring her back to life.
I mean, it's likely a little bit more powerful because it's not just Tears of a Celestial; it's Tears of a Goddess.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I like to hang on to it as a memento to remember Iblis by when she's not around.
Please add that to your character sheet under treasures. I need to keep track of that when you're NPC mode.
Touching. Well, we do need to find her stuff.
Iblis, everything is on that table except your crossbow and the extra gem.
I'm gonna let go of Gabby and start to walk over towards the crossbow, and that's not good if they have the gravity stone. That's very not good. And I'm gonna start putting on. Yeah, she'll put back on her stuff. They didn't take the arrows though. What fucking idiots!
Keep in mind, you still have one arrow of slaying. You only used
One
4 of the
arrows?
5.
I still got the god slaying arrows, but we got 3 of those.
Yeah, but there's only 2 gods in this room.
You'd think with. Okay, it looks like I'm using spells, which is a rare occasion. I don't know if you guys are good in a fight, but somebody had to. Did you kill anyone?
You killed an imp and one of the guards that wandered off to get a drink, but we didn't really have to do much fighting on the way here.
Were you guys followed?
No.
Alistair, something important to point out. Those people that she mentioned without noses, those match the descriptions of the 3 people you've been evading for the past week.
Hold on. You said people without noses.
Yeah, they got real ugly skin and they are incredibly strong for no reason.
3 of them have been tailing me.
And did you notice them following you here?
I didn't.
Okay. She's gonna sit down and think for a second. She's gonna sit there and think. We got to get out of here now. There's
Yep.
2 possibilities. There's gonna be a lot of devils at the end, but I'd rather face them, all those fiends, than those 3. Because if we face those 3, they're going to kill us, or at least most of us.
Also,
So on
they're
our way
supposed to
down
be-
here, did we pass any sort of an armory or anything where Glacius could maybe get a crossbow? I mean, just a regular one?
Yeah, sure. That imp had a crossbow, a simple crossbow.
Does anyone have locate object?
I didn't prepare locate object. I got locate creature. I found you.
That's good.
Out of character. Can't you still do rituals if you don't have them prepared?
You're a
Locate object
wizard!
isn't a ritual.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh, it isn't?
Nope. Come on, don't tell me how to wizard.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. You only played it for like 2.5 years. I get it. Yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean,
thought
I
that
have
was
the
a
thing
ritual.
that once per long rest, I can switch my prepared spells. I don't know if I want to use that to locate object. I only get that once per day.
I can't lose that gravity stone. That's the only way we destroy the abyss.
I can maybe scry. Part of scrying is knowing an object that the person has.
Worth a shot, right?
It's true. You're very familiar with that crossbow. And the gravity stone.
Alistair, you hear the sounds of fighting echoing from the front where you broke in.
There's fighting happening.
Everyone else
Oh, shit.
listens, and nobody else hears except Astifer.
I have a 26.
Astifer and Gert. As you focus on it, you begin to hear a ting of metal.
Lucian, you can just get us all out of here, right? Just teleport us.
No teleportation in here.
Yeah, I can't teleport us out of this building. Once we get out of this building, yeah, I can teleport us around and I can plane shift us. I can do whatever, but we can't leave this building with teleportation. It's fucking.
If they're
Protected.
fighting up there now, we should just help those fiends die by killing the fiends and those hunters. But I don't have a weapon, so I'm not going to be very useful. I mean, I will be useful, but not as useful.
You hear echoing down the chambers.
Oh, that was quick.
All right,
Well,
boys, you're doing
let's go.
great.
I don't think my weapon's here. Ugh, I guess we'll just hopefully run into the fucker who took it.
I got a longbow and some arrows.
That'll do. Guess I'm taking a longbow.
Hey, it's a
It's a longbow +1.
Oh, that's good. That is so much more useful. So, as you all are gathering together, leaping across the trap hole one more time, you hear the clashing of metal and stabbing and what sounds like an eccentric dwarf participating who is louder than everything else down here combined.
All
Do
right.
you all know any dwarves?
Do we know any dwarves?
I mean,
Not on this world.
yeah, we know some dwarves, but
You know Gert. Through association.
That sounds like a dwarf being extremely loud, even for a dwarf.
All right. Well, let's form up at least. Gert, you're up front with me. Lucian, you're in the middle.
all right.
Oh, another fiend down. Oh, I love this place.
Sounds like he's having fun though.
I'm gonna go ahead
That's
and
not a good thing.
pop this.
Frost rune. Ooh.
+2 to strength and con saving throws and ability checks.
Mm. So, Iblis, what is your strength score?
It's a 10, but she's proficient in athletics and acrobatics. She's just always lucked out every time she's on a strength check. Like when she outstrengths Elias and outstrengths me and everyone like that. She just always does well. She's strangely athletic.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'll pop my spell augment.
Oh, yeah. As you're all walking and venturing forth, you round the corner as you look at this large dwarven individual with half of his hair dyed a bright, vibrant pink, and the other half dyed a very pitch black, strong black. His beard matches in the same manner, rests on his chest, and he's wearing this gorgeous armor that is very splattered with fiendish blood, and a massive hammer over his shoulder and a shield. All right, lads and lasses, do you mind staying there and proving to me you ain't no fiend? Oh, wait, that one is. Right.
Okay.
I step in between with my shield.
Well, that's, you're really bright. Really bright.
Get rid of the eccentric dwarf.
Yeah, my name's Hedge. Pleasure.
It will be. She's getting ready to cast a spell.
Hold on there. Let's just talk about this, right? There's 6 of you, there's 1 of me. It doesn't seem like it. Are you all right? You look like you're on death's door.
I've never been better.
Yeah, young lady, shut the fuck up. He latches his hammer onto his side and just walks through your entire group over towards her. Excuse me, Miss Beautiful Lady with gorgeous, bright hair. Okay, anyways, young lady, you okay? You don't need to be afraid, all right? I'm here to help.
You're muted, Quiet.
No. I need a medic after she looks at her limp right arm.
All right, well, here, he reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a sack full of diamond dust. All right, here, let me see your arm real quick. Excuse me, do you mind giving me a little bit of room, gorgeous? I'm sorry.
You shouldn't.
Abby
be
does not
here.
move from Glacey's side.
All right, oh, you two must be okay. I'm not one to judge. Hey, free love, life, you know? Grabs onto your arm, and there's a warmth that pulses through your entire body, and it's not like the same warmth you feel from being in hell. It's closer to the warmth you feel from Gabby that fills you with energy and life, and the diamond dust eradicates, and your hand begins moving and functioning normal again as he casts Greater Restoration. All right, you okay there?
Thank you. But like I was just saying, you really shouldn't be here. This is going to be a war zone in about...
Don't worry about war zones. I've been in plenty of them.
Does this guy have any, like, he cast Greater Restoration? Does he have any, like, religious iconography on him?
Roll me a perception check.
26.
The symbol on his cloak reminds you of something that you've read about and you've seen around the realm before, and he's a member of the Slayer's Take.
Oh,
Yes.
wait. What's someone from the Slayer's Take? What's someone from the Slayer's Take doing here?
Someone from the Slayer's Take. I'll have you know, young man, that I am seated 3rd chair in the Slayer's Take, and I'm up for a promotion as soon as 1 or 2, take an hour to the knee or something. We heard that there was fiendish activities out here, that they were setting up a camp and such, so I came down here with a small group of trainees underneath me, and we decided we're gonna, right a couple of wrongs. And he takes out his hammer and swirls it around with a large blaze in front of him. Yeah.
All right. He's definitely one of the good ones.
What's your name, dwarf?
I introduced myself. I'm Hedge.
Hedge.
Edge. Okay.
Who are you, little buddy?
All right.
I actually just came up with an idea. I hate this spell, but I'm going to do it. Glacis is going to sit down. Does everyone have a flower?
I'll just make one of my hands with Druidcraft and hand it over.
Nice.
I'm gonna cast Commune with Nature to find where my fucking crossbow is.
Right.
And my
While you're doing that, Hedge takes off a ring from his necklace that he has hidden underneath his beard and offers it to you. Would you mind putting that on for me, please?
what is that?
Oh, it's just going to keep you safe, that's all.
I already know non-detection.
Oh, I don't care about being detected. You think I'd go anywhere without being seen?
I do. Okay, she's gonna take the ring. I mean, this is her last attunement, so what if she's attuned?
Oh,
to
you
this?
do not need to attune. He will cast Warding Bond on the two of you.
Why are you doing this?
Because you need help.
He's from he's from the Slayer's Take. He's they're mercenaries of a higher order.
Yeah, we take on missions to help out people who are downtrodden and to make some money as we do it. We get to explore the world. We have a license to kill. We get to do what we need to do. And some of us do it in order to actually help the small, weak, downtrodden folk a little better off. So,
Gabby snaps and looks at Glacies quickly to be noted as downtrodden or weak.
Wait until he sees what it's
All right. Well, there's a lot of fiendish fuckery about. This one was on a mission, and they don't think that she did it right or something, so they're trying to fucking make her the fall guy. We gotta get out of here and fucking finish the mission.
wait, you're like Fiend then, right? Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, ooh, you two smell good. Damn, he says, looking at Gabby and Lucian. Oh,
Thanks. I just got this new perfume. Oh my god, I love it.
you two are celestial. All right, this is weird. I'm into it.
Yeah, that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about all of them. I came here with like 25 men. You hear from behind him, Hedge, we need your... He pulls out a sending stone. Yeah, Jacob.
I think you've got considerably less now.
Jacob.
Yeah, there's
There's
other assholes with like no noses.
And they're gonna be much, much stronger than these fiends.
Oh. I should like that young lad. He had an eye for tinkering. He rotates on his heels and looks over at the front door. Alright. Well then, whatever the fuck is coming in here, time to cave in the rest of the face with their fucking missing nose.
Sounds good.
And he will walk out first. As we will bring this one shot to an end. Whenever we can schedule another one with this group, we will see what you all have to face outside and see what leads Glacies down the road to joining the Slayer's Take in the future and becoming one of their leaders here in Exandria. Players, thank you all so very much for participating in this lovely session. Viewers, thank you all very much as well. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.